Yours truly, PNC.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know.
Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zzz, zzz?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
Hi, I'm Agent Simon Irv Pro with CRSF. What is CRSF? We're the Cleanup and Restoration Special Forces.
Hoorah!
We're ServPro's first responders to your property's disaster. Admit it, you're no good at handling disaster alone. Like when you got dumped in high school by Janet Fillmore. She married 3-time world champion yodeler Jovan Bovic. With the Janet disaster, you didn't have a team. Now, you have a team. Elite ServPro operatives, highly trained in disaster cleanup and restoration. If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iyer. From burnt to unburnt, he does that. But oh wait, it's water. Boom, Agent Winston Otter. He's been called the human sponge. But Simon, what about mold? Agent Marlon Old. He holds the world record for fastest mold remediation. And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state. So if you sprung a leak, lit your curtains on fire, or your insulation looks like week old bagels, call ServPro.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day. So you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
This is gonna be the best day ever. You got me looking so fresh. I can't get no better. Baby, I'm a T-Rex, ready to rumble, ready to flex. I'm the king of the jungle. Gonna be the best.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Getting that perfect slice is satisfying, fulfilling, and rewarding too. But we don't do it for fun. We do it for fresh. Slice to order makes a sub above.
There's your first look inside of Lynette Olson Gymnasium at Century High School in the capital city of Bismarck as the West Region basketball regular season gets underway. Good to have you on the PSP Network tonight as the Dickinson Midgets have come to town to take on the Century Patriots. Hi again, basketball fans, alongside Chuck Claremont, Todd Domries, welcoming you to our PSP Network broadcast booth as the Midgets 1-0 on the season, Century 0-2. It's going to be the first time all season, Chuck, I predict that Century's in last place in the West Region.
Well, yes, exactly. They haven't played any West Region turn. They're in last in state, ultimately, and probably have the most losses. I don't know if anybody else has played 2 games even in the state like they have.
Century, if you hadn't heard, they went over to Minnesota and played a couple top-notch Minnesota girls clubs in Wayzata and St. Michael's in Albertville and took both of them on the chin, 56-69, defeated by Wayzata, and 70-72, a 2-point loss to St. Michael's Albertville. But I guarantee you, if you ask second-year head coach Nate Wellstead, he don't care.
No, those were 2 teams, one Albertville, St. Michael. They were ranked number 3 in the state of Minnesota. Wayzata was ranked number 7. Some of you know Pete Stewart from Minot. He was actually he's the coach of Wayzata. So, great opportunity for Century to go down and play in that. And one of the girls from Albertville, St. Michael, actually played with Logan Nisley in some of the summer ball, although Logan did not play this summer. But this Tessa Johnson, she's a number 1 ranked girl in Minnesota and number 20 in the country, in the top 20. So it was kind of a great matchup between her and Logan. It sounds like that basketball game that came right down to the wire that the Century Patriots lost by 2. So no matter what you look at it, hey, those are preseason games, and that is only going to make them better. That's going to be better than those girls going and playing somebody and beating them by 50.
Yeah, and that's a great segue into my next comment as the Dickinson Midgets and their third-year head coach, Devin Douglas. Her ball club played a home matchup against Dawson County, and they defeated them by 49 points, 74-25. So the Midgets got off to a good start. You wonder about the quality of the opponent. But hey, it's a non-conference game. You work out the rotations. You work out the first game jitters for some kids. Maybe it's their first time stepping on the floor as a varsity player, and the Midgets are 1-0.
Yeah, I watched that game a little bit on some of the live stream, and they got some good athletes. These Dickinson Midget team, a lot of girls that played some multiple sports. A lot of them that played volleyball, and a team that just barely missed getting to the state tournament. And so ultimately, I mean, it's a team in Dickinson that we can get into a lot more in a little bit, but they're missing a couple scores, and we're going to see if what they can come up with tonight to get some points scored. It was great to see them score 74 points, no matter who it's against, even if it was against Dawson County. And watching that game, hey, they moved the ball well, they shot the ball fairly well, and they played good, sticky man-to-man defense. Yep. So that surely sets them up in hey, you got confidence coming into Century, and who knows what's going to happen. They're obviously undermatched right now against the Patriots, but anything can happen.
Hey fans, this is our Shields pregame show. Shields offers clothing, footwear, and gear for all your passions, from fishing to fashion. They're dedicated to bringing you the best retail experience. Let's take a look at the most recent Class A girls basketball poll, and we won't spend a lot of time on this because a new poll is actually coming out tomorrow. But on the girls' side of the slate, Century was number 2 in that last poll, and obviously them and Minot are going to be, in all likelihood, the class of Class A girls basketball.
Yeah, Century might be 0-2, but I can tell you they're probably still going to be ranked number 2 in the state of North Dakota when the next poll comes out. And Minot came out and just blasted West Fargo, scored 107 points in that game, 60 in the first half. They had 19 threes, so everything is kind of squares up to the 2 teams, a potential rematch. Got a lot of basketball to get to, right, to get to that, but those 2 teams clearly are the class of North Dakota basketball on girls' side.
Doubleheader for you tonight, of course, on the PSP Network, as you got the boys' game coming up after our girls' contest, as we'll have 2 for you tonight on the PSP Network. Our Shields pregame rolls on. When we come back, we'll dig into the WDA standings. Not a lot. This is the opening night for conference play, but we'll update you on some of the teams' overall records, and we'll get you the schedule for tonight as we'll be tracking those games on the BNC Bank scoreboard. More of our pregame after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Hi, I'm Agent Simon Irv Pro with CRSF. What is CRSF? We're the Cleanup and Restoration Special Forces.
Hoorah!
We're ServPro's first responders to your property's disaster. Admit it, you're no good at handling disaster alone. Like when you got dumped in high school by Janet Fillmore. She married 3-time world champion yodeler Jovan Bovic. With the Janet disaster, you didn't have a team. Now, you have a team. Elite Serve Pro operatives, highly trained in disaster cleanup and restoration. If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iyer. From burnt to unburnt, he does that. But oh wait, it's water. Boom, Agent Winston Otter. He's been called the human sponge. But Simon, what about mold? Agent Marlon Old. He holds the world record for fastest mold remediation. And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state. So if you sprung a leak, lit your curtains on fire, or your insulation looks like week old bagels, call ServPro.
In southwestern and south central North Dakota, on any given day at any given moment, a Dakota Community Bank and Trust customer is logging in or signing on to do their online or mobile banking. We believe that community banking can blend both the past with down-home customer service in-house and the future with modern banking conveniences and technology for our customers anywhere, like here or here, all while honoring our long-standing tradition of community-first oriented banking here at Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability for all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs. Your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esvold. Find them at ackermanesvold.com.
Now, good to have Trevor Haas here running the camera for us tonight on the PSP Network. Todd Domrey's, Chuck Claremont back at Lynette Olson Gymnasium in Bismarck as we get set for the Century Patriots hosting the Dickinson Midgets in this West Region girls basketball matchup. All right, Chuck, we're back on our Shields pregame show where they offer sporting goods, hunting and fishing gear, clothing and more at Shields of Minot and Bismarck. And let's take a quick look at the standings. Not much to show you here except for every team's 0-0. You got the West Region openers tonight for many teams across the state as it's focusing on the schedule tonight. He's got Bismarck at Mandan tonight. Of course, Dickinson here at Century is our PSP game. Minot JV is at Williston tonight, Jamestown at St. Mary's, and Watford City at Sydney as the West Region slate gets underway and we start to sort out, you know, where we know where the power is going to lay, but what else is going to shake out here in the West Region.
Yeah, and ultimately, Century, Minot, where does it fall from there? We know Legacy's got some good girls back. That's a team that potentially people could look at in terms of how they're going to fall. And you look at the rest of the team, they're so evenly matched. I was surprised at how well Mandan played. I watched a little bit of that game against West Fargo Cheyenne, and Mandan looked good.
Yeah.
I mean, McKenna Johnson, obviously, she's one of the best players in the state. I think she's just a junior.
Yeah, and they got Jaden Weist back, and all of a sudden, Mandan, West Fargo Cheyenne was rated.
Exactly.
Everybody kind of thought it was going to be a Cheyenne sweep, and the boys and the girls both won for Mandan. So, yeah. I mean, that just tells you that as much as the pundits try to predict this stuff, you really never know what's going to happen.
No, and everybody's an injury away from something that happened to them too, because it's, most teams you take a look at them, they're just not super deep in terms of top level talent. And so, so much is going to be keeping people healthy along the way. And then who are you going to bring up as the season goes through? So a lot of people you're going to see playing, a lot of teams you're going to see playing 10, 11, 12 people even early in the year so they can get some early season playing time, and coaches are still evaluating. There's not people who played volleyball, well, there's a small turnover between those girls and the time in terms of they start to get to play basketball. So this is still an evaluation period early in the season for all schools, both boys and girls.
Well, Chuck, let's dig into the matchup a little bit, talk about some of the particulars. First off, for the Century Patriots, a team that was one game away last year, lost in the state championship game to Minot, and they got the big two. You don't have to go very far to talk about Logan Nisley and Bergen Kinnerbrew, the returning first-team All-Staters.
Yeah, and just dominant two players. Logan Nisley going on in Nebraska commit, and she's the one that so many people hear about. But, you know, last year, well, what a name Bergen Kinnerbrew made for herself. And there were games that she was the one that was the key cog in those games. So talk about a 1-2 punch in these two girls. Two of the five people who, I think maybe there were six making All-State. Century had two of them, and so you start with those two, everything just falls into it. But the cupboard's surely not bare behind that, because they got some other players and girls that really came on strong late in the season. Zoe Austin was one of them, and Eden Fridley is just steady. You know, turbo, they call her, just the jets that she has, the defensive ability she has, the athletic ability. We're going to see this year, hey, can she bring a little bit more about the offense? I mean, I think that's one thing that Century's going to need, is somebody else that can pick up the offense and they can shoot. As they lost, you know, Fletcher, Ketterling, Delaney Clark. I mean, there were some big losses from girls that stepped up certain games and could shoot the three when they needed to. And so it's going to be big on Zoe Austin and Fridley to step up, as well as they got a new transfer in, Zaya Graybull. She came in from, I think, Portland, Oregon. Initially, she was, I think, grew up in the Fort Yates area, and her father moved back, and her family, and so she's going to be one that I think people are kind of pointing their finger to say, hey, watch her, this is left-hander, she's got some skills, she's got some talent, she could get into the mix, maybe not necessarily late in the season, early in the season. You're going to see her tonight.
I'm sure everybody in the West region is probably thinking, when is this Nisley and this Kinnerbrew going to graduate? Because they're probably getting sick of those two. But hey, folks, new feature tonight for you. Here's our broadcast booth view. You get a chance to check out the bespeckled ones. Todd, this is Chuck. Let's talk about the Dickinson Midgets for just a second. Hey, it's a building process, right? Devin Douglas in her third year lost a couple talented players from a year ago. So we're going to figure a little bit out about Dickinson tonight, but I'm excited to see a couple gals. One, Jasmine Berry, a 6-footer, athletic, good trackster. And then, Emily Ash is the returning leading scorer for the Dickinson Midget. That's a couple of the gals that I want to focus in tonight for Dickinson High. Yeah, and Jasmine Berry, just a stud athlete. You mentioned that volleyball, obviously a great track person as she's placed in the 200, the 400, the 300 meter hurdle. So she's a runner and a jumper and a leaper and you name it. But they got some other girls too. Kaiten Piercy, you mentioned her, Todd. We saw her in volleyball. She's a first-team All-Stater. She can, slam the volleyball big time. Sadie Stevenson, steady, averaged 6 and 6 last year coming back. And then they're going to have to mix in with some new girls in Bailey Berg, Cecilia Homiston. She's a freshman, but she was a setter for that Century or that Dickinson basketball team, and she really had a great season from the volleyball side of perspective. So, these girls, they got some athletes, and that is so important in any high school sport. When you got athletes, no matter what sport it is, and so we'll see how long it takes those girls to gel this year in the Dickinson side. Now, one other thing I want to talk about as far as Dickinson, you mentioned it, Chuck. They're not a team that sits back and plays zone. They get up and they play man-to-man. You're going to see a lot of the boys tonight, too. They're undersized, both the girls and the boys teams. They're going to front, they're going to pressure, and they don't just sit back and try to pack it in a zone defense. No, I watched that game against Dawson County, and they got after it. They played tough man-to-man defense, created a bunch of turnovers, and we're going to see how the man-to-man defense goes tonight. But I got a feeling they're going to be doing more than just man-to-man. They're going to have to do some different things tonight to stop this attack for the Century Patriots. Now we'll take a timeout. We'll come back with the starting lineups. It's military night here at Century High School, so we'll have some more particulars that we usually take care of. But next up, it'll be the starting lineups and the opening tap. Dickinson High in town tonight to take on the Century Patriots. You'll have it live next on the PSP Network.
Wondering whether you need wealth management? Wealth management is a multifaceted offering that should provide opportunities for growth and security. At BNC National Bank, we pride ourselves on putting your priorities first and providing practical, objective financial advice. Our team can help you assess your goals and take stock of your assets to determine whether wealth management is right for you. Speak to a member of our team today to learn more.
Are you moving your business office, or your home, across the town or across the country. We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state.
A nice rendition of the national anthem tonight by a junior from Century High School, Samantha Scalen. And now it's time for your Shields starting lineups. First off for the Century Patriots, Logan Nisley's a senior guard. I don't even know if Nisley can call her a guard. I mean, she plays every spot on the court, as do most of the Patriots, as Fridley is a junior in the backcourt. Zoe Austin is in that starting lineup as a sophomore. Bergen Kinnerbrew, the first-team All-Stater, as we mentioned, and the U-Mary commit. And Erica Lee is a junior starting post for the Century Patriots, and their head coach in his second year, Nate Wellstead. For the Dickinson Midgets and their third-year head coach, Devin Douglas, they'll start like this. Emily Ash is in the backcourt, leading scorer from a year ago that returns for Dickinson High. She's a senior. Bailey Berg is a starting guard as a senior. And I think we said Jasmine Berry's not in the starting lineup, right, Chuck?
Nope, they started this year with Kinsey Hoff.
Kinsey Hoff, the
5'11" junior, yep.
So that was the last second change by Devin Douglas tonight. And she's replacing Kaiten Piercy, is that correct?
Nope, Kaiten Piercy's still in, and Sadie Stevenson are still in.
Hey, thanks for keeping me out of the ditch there.
That's all right, I got you. I'm a safety guy, TD.
Sadie Stevenson, the 5'9" junior in that starting lineup. So it's Ash, Berg, Piercy, Stevenson, and Kinsey Hoff tonight for the Dickinson Midgets. Hey, our thanks to Shields, bringing you our pregame. Shop sporting goods, hunting and fishing gear, clothing and more at Shields of Minot and Bismarck. We're just about set for action. Two teams got their final instructions from their head coach. Coaches, Century in their home whites, outlined in navy blue and red, will come out of the court. The Midgets in their road blacks, outlined in orange. And the Century Patriots looking to get a W. 0-2 in the season, and the Midgets 1-0. As Nisley will jump it up. They tip quickly ahead to Fridley, almost shuffled the puppies. Kick out straight away 3, Bergen Kinnerbrew short. Rebound, Nisley out of her zone, went and got it. Throws it back to Kinnerbrew. Extra pass, three-pointer, Zoe Austin, short, rebound Erica Lee. Bangs her way in and finishes on the putback.
Well, one of my keys, Todd, was Dickinson has to keep Century off the offensive glass. Well, so far one possession, and you got 3 offensive rebounds and a putback by Erica Lee.
And then you get Century immediately into full court pressure defense. You're going to get a hold on Eden Fridley. That's her first, and this is, I think, the other key to the game for me, Chuck, is Century's going to pressure you full court, and we saw last year in this matchup that the Midgets turned it over, and that is not what you want to do against Century. Dickinson gets it into Emily Ash. Quickly into the front court come the Midgets to Bailey Berg. Back to Ash, who sets the offense looking for Piercy. No, she gets it to her on the right wing. Passing lane defense tipped out of bounds by Logan Nisley.
Yeah, last year you mentioned that, Todd. Century won by 36 and 49, and so many turnovers. It was a turnover bug that just galore, that just absolutely killed Dickinson early and often in both of those games.
Ash triggers it in. Piercy on the left-handed bounce, taken away by Logan Nisley, and now she's got a clear runway. Nisley right to the 10, too strong. Rebound tipped, last touch by Century.
Frustrated with herself as kind of came in awkward. Good job, but one of the Dickinson defenders crossed in front of her and I think kind of messed her up a little bit in her steps.
Yeah, I think that was Jasmine Berry, the length of the 6-footer. Ash is going to be hounded tonight by Eden Fridley. You touched on that in the pregame, Chuck. Her on-ball defense is as good as it gets. Piercy on the right wing. Screen and roll from there. Piercy right down Broadway, goes up, blocked by Nisley. Return to sender. Pass tip, Nisley collects. Century on top, 2-0. Minute and change into the contest. Bergen Kinnebrew, baseline dribble drive, and she's going to be held on the way in. And that whistle's going to go against Kinsey Hoff, her first.
Great jab step. You know, so many things are basic, and Century does such good job on the fundamentals. Just a basic jab step, she goes to the baseline. Century defense, or Dickinson fell for it.
They clear out the top. Kinnebrew tries to create for Fridley. Inside out, crossing over is Austin. Quick trigger three, Kinnebrew short. Rebound pulled out of there by the Midgets. And from behind, Zoe Austin almost had a steal, almost taken away, tipped, and somehow Midgets get a shot from Emily Ash. That's off wide, no good. Sadie Stevenson was saying, could somebody get the ball from me here, please?
Help, right?
Yeah.
Where's the safety net?
Quiet start to this one, just 2 points on the board, 2 minutes in. Midgets, man-to-man. From the top, there goes Kinnebrew. Extra pass. Nisley for three. No, off the side of the backboard. Don't see that out of her very often. Long rebound, however.
She's struggling right now this season shooting a three, TD. We'll talk about some of the injuries that's causing some issues with her.
Inside out, Erica Lee. I think there was a shot clock reset. There shouldn't have been because that did not touch iron. Lee fires from 12, no good. Nisley rebounds, goes up, and if there's one way to get yourself back straightened out, just get yourself to the free throw line. And Logan Nisley, as good as an offensive rebounder as you'll find in the league.
We found that out last year. She was so good. I mean, I think she averaged 6 to 8 points a game just on offensive rebounds. That just shows how relentless she is. And smart, too, knows where that offensive rebounds is going to come off.
Nisley in and out.
Yeah, almost this nonchalant free throw, stepped up, a quick shot. And
you know, the other thing I see, early in the season, as you've transitioned, as you said, from volleyball to basketball, you see a few hands on the hips already. We're only 2 minutes in. It's not that these girls aren't out of shape. It's just that it takes a little bit to get into basketball shape.
Yep.
Hey, off the made free throw, a little sideline fast break out of the Midgets. Got a shot from Emily Ash. Missed it, but then a tied-up basketball. Sadie Stevenson crashing that offensive glass. Going to get another possession for the Midgets.
Like the fire by Sadie Stevenson right there. She came down. The ball was down on the ground or down on the hip. And what she do, she ripped it away and caused a jump.
Piercy straight on for three. Ring it up.
Yeah, he kind of hand down, man down, and looked at her and said, you're not going to pick me up. I can drop this. And Piercy, 14 threes last year, starts out with one early today.
Tied at 3. Austin hands it off to Lee, now to Kinnebrew high right side. Zoe Austin, cross-court pass, now a post up. Lee, drop step, nice play, missed the shot. Rising up for the rebound is Emily Ash. She wants to go 1-on-2. Ash now retreats, now attacks, and she's going to cross over and get a reach-in foul there. I like the spit right now that the Midgets are showing.
Yeah, they got definitely some fire with them. And Emily Ash, she's one we talked about earlier, returning top scorer at 9 points a game, went right at Kinnebrew. Kinnebrew stopped her. She retreated and like a bull just went right back at her again and drew the foul.
Abby Dutke is on for the Midgets. We'll set that Century lineup in just a moment as well, as there goes Ash again. Dutke right off the bench, fires for three, no good. Crashing the boards, and now it's going to be tied up. No, still loose. Piercy has it, and then she stood up though, and that's a travel.
Yeah, she almost had it. Was down on her knees with the basketball, and then when she turned and brought that 1 foot off the floor, that's what created the turnover.
Yeah, I think as your coach, if you're Devin Douglas, you're just clapping right there. That's a good hustle play.
Absolutely. There's 3 different Dickinson girls down on the ground trying to dig that ball out.
Mention those Century subs in. Emma Guthmiller's on. Kinnebrew, Nisley. Kinnebrew right down Broadway, and she's fouled on the way in.
Yeah, I think, Zaya Grable also checked in, TD. She's that left-hander we talked about. Kinnebrew's so good off the dribble. She's in the first 2 games this year. She had 19 that opening game loss against Wyzetta, then came back with 28 in the loss to Albertville St. Michael's.
Yeah, and what was impressive to me was she didn't need a lot of volume. She shot 70% in those 2 games, and so that tells me that you're operating at a high efficiency.
Yeah, 7 for 12 and 7 for 10.
Yeah, that's good.
That's pretty good.
Kinnebrew goes 1 of 2, and now you get a tip pass on the other end.
Another block by Nisley. She's got 2 already in this game.
4-3 Century on top on your BNC Bank scoreboard. BNC Bank, with locations throughout North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona, provides you with banking and wealth management services for your business and family. Visit BNC Bank online at bnc.bank. Piercy reverses it to Dudke. Little weak side screen for Emily Ash. There's a little curly kneel, keeps the bounce alive. Gives it off to Piercy. She's got to shoot it with 3. The leap and leaner off the glass, no good.
Creative to get that off.
That's right. Almost the old Montana shuffle. Century gets it to Grable in transition. Kick out Kinnebrew for 3, short. Rebound Grable. Second chance. Fridley thinks about it. Now she takes it, and she hits it.
Well, that was a confident look there, Todd. We didn't see that much last year at all. As jab step back, drain the long, about 22-footer.
Century has scored 4 straight. They lead 7-3 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Piercy wants to attack. Good help by Fridley. High screen and roll. Stevenson gets it off. Attacking, but had her pocket picked. Losing the basketball there was Kinsey Hoff. Century in transition. They're dangerous here. Grable has to collect. Fridley now, high right side. Nisley. Guthmiller reverses it to Grable. They look down low to Kinnebrew, can't get it in there. 10 to shoot. Grable gets it off Fridley. Why not? Try another one. That one's too strong. Good box out. Caden Piercy. It's not easy to do to keep Nisley off the glass.
Great job in that weak side, you know. I just didn't follow the ball, followed the defender.
Ash sets the offense for the Midgets. And you're going to get a little push off on the weak side there. I think that's going to be the second on Eden Fridley.
Yeah, Emily Ash came over, set that backside pick or weak side pick, and Fridley shouldn't be frustrated. Maybe she's frustrated. She missed a basket. Just kind of ran through her. They called. Now they're going to call it a Grable.
Just based on the facial reaction, I thought it was going to be on. I thought it was going to be on Eden Fridley. Ash will trigger it in.
Gabby Bird checked in the game for the Patriots, this 5'9" senior.
As did Braylon Farnsworth. Whoa, a deep 3 for Dudke. Ring it up from downtown.
Hey, that was 6 feet beyond the three-point line. I wasn't even looking at her to shoot the basketball.
Midgets are counting in 3s tonight. 2 made 3 balls as Gabby Bird reverses it. Post up Nisley. Turn, fire, hits. She wanted the N1.
Yeah, good job getting herself in the block and just reading where the defense was. A little fade away from that right block.
Emily Ash wants to attack, and there's going to be a little riding time there. A little nickel and dimer on the Century Patriots.
I like how the Midgets are just staying right in it, Todd. It's the intensity that Dickinson's playing with. It's keeping them right there.
Century has Lee and Austin back on. You get that first rotation. Ash will trigger it in. Emily looking, better get it in. Finally, safety valves it up top. Farnsworth sets the offense, almost taken away by Nisley. Now it's poke checked, and it can't be saved on the steal attempt there by Zoe Austin.
Yeah, just the Cobra out front there. Logan Nisley just waiting for you to put the ball on the ground so she could go right after it. They create a turnover. To go out of bounds. I thought they were going to call it out on Century.
Yeah, I did too.
So that's a 4th turnover for the Midgets in this first half.
I think the Zebras are going to confer here.
Yeah, I don't think that's the right call.
I think it should be Dickinson basketball.
And that's what Coach Devin Douglas is trying to say nicely in the sideline. Like, now she's.
We had a Zebra convention and we were wrong again.
Well, I don't think the other two had any clue. I mean, any clue that they didn't see it. So they were watching the rest of the game. They missed that spot.
It's the you can't overturn the call on the court.
Yeah, if you don't see it, right?
They didn't have indisputable visual evidence.
No.
Yeah. Fridley, nice kick out, 3-ball, Austin, too strong. Rebound, Caden Piercy. Collects, clears, and here come the Midgets. Moving right to left. Piercy wants to go, shot it short. Erica Lee rebounds, Century right back. 9-6 on your BNC Bank scoreboard, Century on top. Kinnebrew for 3. Hello.
Finally, 4th one's a charm. Missed her first 3, but the confidence is not lacking for the senior.
And we get a Hub International Insurance timeout on the court. Devin Douglas wants to talk about it for the Midgets. And you can talk to Hub International for all your personal and business insurance needs. Breaking the action from Century High School, it's Century doubling up the midgets 12-6 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Todd Domrey's Chuck Claremont back at Century High School. The Patriots on top. 12-6 here in the girls matchup. Of course, you got the boys game to come later on. We'll give you a BNC Bank scoreboard update. At halftime, as part of our Premier Chiropractic halftime report, Premier Chiropractic, Drs. Kirk Mason, Dr. Cody Haugen, Dr. Becky Perry Domrey's can be found online at premierchiropracticnd.com. Midgets have it in the hands of Pierce. He picks up the bounce. Century pressuring. Ash gets it in the corner. Attacking dribble drive. Count it! And a foul. Good looking play there by Kinsey Hoff.
Yeah, dribbled hard to her left and a nice crossover going right back at the basket. Used that left hand. Knocked it down. Drew the foul on Erica Lee, her first.
Kinsey Hoff. Swish.
She's saying that's why I'm in the starting lineup, guys.
5'11" junior. Has the and one.
Well, they're staying in threes, TD.
They're only counting by threes. Century goes to that high weave. They clear out the top. Nisley goes left, back right, step through. Ooh, silky smooth.
That's something you work on a few times in the gym, right? The jump stop, step through, left-handed underhand shot. She's got 5 on the night.
Century has sent in Ashlyn Buchholz as the midgets lose the handle, but it can't be saved there by Zoe Austin.
Buchholz got a little bit of minutes. She played against YZ in that first game, played 12 minutes, did not get in the game 2.
Stevenson will trigger it in. Well, now she trades spots, and Emily Ash will do the honors with the Patriots on top by 5. Just about halfway through the first half here. Tipped away, Buchholz, but Fridley can't track it down at the timeline.
Buchholz thought that Fridley was going to get it. Fridley thought that Buchholz was going to get it.
You got it.
Neither one got it.
You got it, I'll take it.
Yep. One of them wanted the layup, TD.
Yeah, exactly.
If that had been you and me, I'd have been the guy getting the ball. You know that.
Piercy lost the handle. Good hustle by Kinnebrew. And Century is going to get a timeout.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Nisley was prone on the floor, and Coach Wellstead says, you know what? I'm going to take that 30-second break here in the first half. Hub International brings you this timeout. They're located at 4204 Boulder Ridge Road in Northwest Bismarck. Short timeout on the floor with the Patriots up by 5.
Top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state.
Now back in action, Century on top by 5. Quick fire and knocking it down from downtown is Logan Nisley.
Looked like she was playing pig against Piercy with the 3, about similar distance away on that one. You got to get out on her.
Stevenson might have got away with a shuffle the puppies, and she's going to be tied up. And the alternating arrow will belong to Century.
What's the official score when you force a tie? You get a tie up and then you lose the basketball. Is
On
that
the arrow,
considered turnover?
I think it is a turnover, yep.
It should be, right?
I would concur. Kennebrews pass is tipped. Zoe Austin collects. How about that burst? Right to the rim, and she lays it in.
Turned the corner, like you said, TD went from 0 to 60, like boom, went right by the defender. Then she comes back and hammers Ash, and was it Ash? No, somebody's down.
It's going to be
Farnsworth, I think.
Braylon Farnsworth, yep. Got tangled up with Zoe Austin.
We saw how tough she was last year, Zoe Austin. She doesn't take anything from anybody. As a freshman last year, she came out and gave the Patriots good minutes late in the season.
Century didn't have their matchups quite right as the Patriots have stretched this out to a 10-point lead. Piercy gets the weak side to herself, crosses over, and she was looking for the flare. Instead, it was the cut, and they zigged, but they were going to zag, and it's a turnover.
The backdoor cut was the right play because she was open. Century was going for the corner of the defender, so doesn't matter. 6th turnover.
Kennebrew gets a hard hedge on the screen there out of the midgets. Goes to Nisley, operating from the left wing. Shot faking, top of the key. Right corner, Kennebrew fires way too strong for 3.
It's the first Eniani over the season, TD, right there.
Yep.
Little long.
They're going to get Logan Nisley on the arm on the weak side rebound.
Boy, it was 12-9, and the 7-0 run here has put the Patriots well in charge.
Hey fans, tonight's game brought to you in part by the Planet Pizza, proudly serving the Magic City for over 25 years, and get the 30-inch Galactic Pizza. Call now at 852-1700. Almost a takeaway.
Halfway through this first half, Nisley leads with 8. Kennebrew has 4. Fridley 3. Austin and Erica Lee with 2 for the Patriots.
Piercy between the rings sets the offense for Dickinson High. Now she'll enter it on the wing. Better get rid of it.
Yeah.
Picked it up right before the 5 count. Nice jab step drive by Emily Ash, and the teardrop is down.
Well, that was great. Overplayed her to her left. She jab stepped right and burst hard to the left, and the teardrop about 8 feet. That was pretty.
Kennebrew just as sweet a move on the other end. A little hesitation with the bounce. Got into the teeth of that midget defense and draws a foul.
Yeah, and you look at Kennebrew, as efficient as she was. You mentioned 7 of 12, 7 of 10, and Logan did not shoot as well. Nisley was 8 of 21 and 8 of 26. We talked about those injuries, TD. In this summer, she had surgery on each foot. I think he called it a sesnoid bone in each foot, kind of the ball of her feet. So she had surgery on both feet. She missed basically the whole summer and played volleyball, but still kind of recovering. Also broke a couple fingers in that left hand playing volleyball, so she's got a lot of stuff going on.
And a steal.
A steal.
So many injuries and steals. There's a little baseball pass up ahead. Extra pass, Kennebrew got it to Austin, but it's taken away.
Yeah, and Kennebrew made 1 of 2 on the other end.
Ash picks up the bounce. Back out to Abby Dudke. She's hounded there by Graybull, and it's going to be taken away. Century, Graybull goes to that left hand. Kick out Nisley. Extra pass, Kennebrew. Thinks about it. Drives, splits, and scores.
Yeah, hesitation at the free throw line. The defense kind of let their guard down, then she blew right by him for the right-handed layup.
Piercy lobs it over the top, taken away by Kennebrew. It's the Bergen-Kennebrew minutes here. Sideline fast break to Fridley. Kennebrew trailing, clapping for it. Too strong. Rebound, Nisley had it fly swatted away, but I think there's going to be a foul on the midgets.
I think they're to say Nisley had it, and then it was the volleyball kind of spike out of her hand by Emily Ash.
Emily Ash picks up her first.
Emily Ash, good track athlete too. Second in the pole vault, 4x400 relay. Outside hitter in volleyball, so good athlete. You just tell too, she just can tell she's competitive. And
stopping and popping is Nisley off the inbounds play, no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Sadie Stevenson. Gets it up ahead to Farnsworth. Back to Stevenson. Jasmine Berry is checked in. Right side, quick trigger 3. Farnsworth, no good. Tipped around. And, hitting the deck hard was Farnsworth, but I think her ponytail survived the contact.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, scary because as her head kind of snapped back. But
you and I were both thinking concussion.
Yep, she held it up and popped up right away.
Hey fans, tonight's game also brought to you in part by Jersey Mike's. They're a sub above. You can vote for the Jersey Mike's Player of the Week on the PSP Network Facebook page. Century's doubled up the midgets on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Dutke wants to try baseline. Spins, shoots, scores. Nice play.
Little slow motion move. Going to her left, spun back to her right. The one-hander.
You watch much Timberwolves basketball?
I do.
That looked like Kyle Anderson.
It did. It's effective, right? Doesn't look necessarily pretty, but it's effective.
It's at a pace that nobody else plays at, so it's just effective.
Yep.
Eden Fridley in attack mode on the other end is going to go to the free throw line.
I think they called that one on Barry. Jasmine doesn't like it. Neither does the coach. You still got that look like, I cannot believe it. Yeah. Coach Devin Douglas.
Jasmine Berry placed her in the 200 and the 400 and second in the runner-up in the 200, 300-meter hurdles.
A lot of good track athletes and volleyball athletes on this midget team.
Free throw by Fridley, no good. Erica Lee, good hustle, and ties it up.
Fridley, 1 of 2. The Patriots yet to make both free throws. All 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times they've gone to the free throw line. They've been 1 of 2.
Patriots will get another possession. Leading by 10 here with 6:17 to play in the first half. Catch, fire, bingo.
You've seen that one at timer 10 last year.
Yep.
The outlet to her on the top of the key. The jab step, kind of look away, look in the ground, let her rip.
She doesn't need much space.
No.
Oh, there's a little flex cut. Oh, return to sender. Nisley got it. Blocked that shot of Farnsworth, and here comes Century. Nisley stops. Can she get another one?
Yeah.
She can.
Too easy. Third 3 of the night. 14 quick ones now in the first 12 minutes of the game.
Nisley almost had a kamikaze steal at the timeline. Piercy wants to go. Tough angle shot. Only Larry Bird can make that one.
Behind the backboard. Almost went in.
Patriots now up by 16. Fridley feeling it. Oh, in and out, Heartbreak Hotel. Rebound tracked down by Stevenson. Gets it off to Farnsworth. And the midgets into the front court. Moving south to north here. They get a high screen. That's going to be legal screen.
That's
Jasmine
You can
Berry.
see that coming out of from left field. She came running up, and officials, that was kind of a point of emphasis last year, the illegal screen. They called that a lot. If you had that one on your bingo card, that's like 068.
Well, the midgets have given up a few threes here. And they better be careful because Nisley is just going to crank another one. Short. Rebound. Battling is Bird. What a play. Got it to Nisley.
Just good job of the officials kind of letting it go. And Gabby Bird just pulled it away and turned and looked and got the dime because Nisley was wide open under the basket.
I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that's going to be the easiest basket that Logan Nisley has all year.
Hey, right place. You got to know where to be.
Muscling a shot up there is the midgets. Lauren Selly, who just checked on, and her rebound is going to be tied up as you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 girls on the floor.
Zoe will check back in. As I think they're cousins. I think Zoe Austin and Zaya Grable are cousins. Pretty sure somebody had told me that when they were telling me the story of how Zaya came back from Portland.
Safety valve up top. Dutke has it. Gets a high screen from Stevenson. Dutke still on the bounce. Ooh, nice backdoor play. Shot fake, and they're going to get contact there. Is he going to make Guthmiller from behind or Nisley from the front side?
I think they got her from behind. Nice jump stop. Got by the defender and Guthmiller and then hit the brakes. And Guthmiller ran into the back of her. Both teams in the bonus now going forward.
And a friendly shooter's touch there for Kinsey Hoff.
Kinsey's got 4.
Can somebody make 2 free throws in a row?
Yeah, good point. She's made 2 in a row because the first one was an and 1 that she made, but
good point.
Not in the same possession.
Hey, it's a KC hoop shoot. She just made 3 in a row.
Yes.
31-15. Century's lead is 16 here in the first half. Austin surveys. Bird, not a Kennebrew. 15-footer turned down by Gabby Bird. Austin looks to attack, down to 10 to shoot. Fridley wants to go, gets a high screen. Who had a pocket pass? Cross-court pass, catch and shoot. Austin contested. Yeah, that's good defensive set there by the Dickinson Midgets.
Yeah, they had it set up right though. That pick and roll up high. TD, that's exactly what you want. Pick and roll. You had Guth Miller who had stuck the girl behind her, but Fridley just did not see it, or maybe just afraid to maybe throw that bounce pass or that little lob. Didn't want to get the turnover. As it was, they got the turnover. I think I got that for the first Century turnover. That seemed accurate. No, here we go. Here comes the band now, TD.
We know why we had the police tape on the stands at Century, because the band is making its way in. You're going to have to listen to us now, folks, because at halftime you won't be able to hear a word we're saying. There's an 800-piece band coming right in front of us at Century High School. Oh, Piercy just said, you know what? You're pressuring. I'm just going to turn and shoot it.
Off the left foot, kind of the, the one-hander from about 16 feet, split the defense.
She's got 5. And now you're going to get a hand check there on Jasmine Berry. That's going to be 3 on her.
Yeah. Seems kind of wasteful to have that much caution tape. Could have just had somebody stand there and say, nobody can sit here. Let's save the environment, TD. Maybe just use that again.
You got an abundance of that stuff at the Safety Council, don't you?
We might have some of it, but we use it a little more sparingly, or reuse it.
Zoe Austin knocks down the front end of the bonus.
Nope.
Second one short.
Still on that 1-for-2 train.
Kaiten Piercy weaving against Zoe Austin.
No, that's a hand check.
Yeah.
Officials called that, or one of the parents in the stands get their hand off, and officials let it go the one time, and then that was so blatant that it was could have called that one in Braille with that right hand, that hand check. They used to call that back. They let it go when Michael Jordan back in the day.
I think the third one they had to call it. Right, the first 2 I think they were like, okay, we're gonna let it go. Third one, burp.
Yep.
Kaiten Piercy misses the bonus, however. Guth Miller rebounds. Kennebrew misfires from the right wing. Fridley kept it alive. Might have been over the back.
Yeah, but she's so athletic, She can jump over the top of the back of the defenders.
Straight on 3 for Piercy, no good. Rebound, ripped out of there. Oh, what a play. They got it into Ash, and she is fouled as doing the dirty work there was Bailey Berg.
Yeah, and Coach Wellstead is looking at Guth Miller and saying, hey, you got to fight for that. You got to chin that ball. Keep it up there and keep those elbows up. Be strong. And good effort by Ash, and Piercy coming from behind, ripping that away. Oh, TD, we might be taking up some of the tubas coming on in. Yeah, we don't want right, you can go to here, that's fine.
We got the trombone section in front of us.
We got the tuba just to the left.
Yeah, I always judge how big a band it's going to be, Chuck, by how many tubas they have.
We got 2.
Well, there might be still more coming.
Oh yeah, here we go. Here comes some more.
What just happened?
I just meant somebody made 2 free throws.
It was Emily Ash.
Yes,
it was the nice play by Bailey Berg that set up the senior Ash. She's got 4, 13-point lead for Century.
We are causing trouble. We're taking up some of their spot, TD.
Well, there's a bazillion spot over here.
We're going to have to reset.
They might have to. I think what's going to happen here is they're
slide her on down. He's saying.
Yep. You can't sit by your friends tonight.
No.
We might have to mess up the sections. Oh, there's a high arcing kiss by Bergen Kennebrew.
Yeah, right down that right side and kind of going away from the basket outside the block. That's a tough shot.
Berg has it on the left wing. Switching defense by the Patriots. Almost a steal. And now it is a steal. Not going to catch up with Eden Fridley. Oh, good contest though by Ash. Missed it. But Buchholz rebound. She missed it.
Ash is smiling. That's hustle right there, TD. I like Emily Ash, man. She is a competitor. She was not giving up on that one. She came all the way, and I don't know if she said boo to Eden Fridley and scared her, but she missed the bunny big time. Somewhere I see her dad in the stands going, "You got to be kidding me."
I was just impressed that she
not Emily's dad, but
yeah. Well, there's Nisley. She's not going to miss the bunny.
And that was a great pocket pass out of bounds by Fridley.
Well, the trend is continuing. Century got almost 75% of their points, Chuck, in Minnesota out of Bergen Kinnebrew and Logan Nisley. If you're going to play man-to-man against these two, you better have some good defenders because they can chew up points in a hurry.
Yeah, Graybull on the two-handed chest foul.
It's going to be her third.
Hey, you can do that in football in the first 5 yards if you're playing press coverage, but not in basketball. She's going to probably come out with 2 fouls, I'm guessing. She's looking away going, I'm not looking. Dang it.
10 team fouls. You notice our new PSP BNC Bank scoreboard has got the team fouls down in the corner.
That's nice.
Nice job setting that up earlier, Chuck.
Okay. I can take credit for being the guy taking lessons.
Fridley, the right-hand dribble drive. Buchholz sets the offense. Now she'll drive. Oh, what a wraparound. And on the fun side is Bergen Kinnebrew.
Wow, Buchholz with that, you said, that wraparound pass going on the left side of the lane, and Kinnebrew gets her 11th point of the night.
Piercy, they leave her straight on 3 20-footers. She shot at about 19.
Yeah, needed a little more legs.
Here's, if I'm Devin Douglas, here's what I'm talking about. I don't know how the final 128 are going to play here, but the score last year at halftime, Chuck, was, if I'm not mistaken, in this game we did it, 49-19.
That's probably right.
So you're going to take victories however you can get them, right? And the Midgets, I've thought, in spurts have played very well here in the first half.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, the effort's sure there, right?
Piercy had a tip away. And at the 28-foot line, Central inbound with 17 to shoot. They look over the top instead. Near half court. We get a dribble entry for Logan Nisley. Now you get a hold down low as Kinnebrew got tangled up there with Sadie Stevenson.
Yeah, that's a tough call too.
You don't like that one, do you?
No, hey, you're playing hard, good defense. What are you supposed to do? The girl's posted up on you. She's got position, and you're just trying to hold your spot, not letting her Charles Barkley you down.
Bonus free throw. Swish for Kinnebrew.
Sadie will probably come out. She's not happy. Bailey Berg checks out too.
Hi fans, tonight's game brought to you in part by Roger Ward Moving and Storage. You can find them online at rogerwardmovingandstorage.com. Century continue the trend.
Jeez,
got 1 of 2.
Crazy.
Nisley, however, crashing that offensive glass. Going to be fouled.
When you got to box out. One thing I was just about to say, Century has, outside of that first possession, Dickinson's done a better job keeping the second point opportunities or offensive rebound opportunities away, but right there, I was thinking it, and Kinnebrew or Nisley gets a rebound.
So I'm just going to go on a limb here and say Logan Nisley is going to make both these.
There you go. There she's stopping it. So
somebody finally made 2 in a row.
20 points at halftime for the 2-time All-Stater. I'm going to go out on a limb and say she's going to be a 3-time All-Stater. How about that?
I would say that's pretty much a given. There's a high arc and 3 for Ash. Rebound, Gabby Bird. Central's got a quick 3-on-2 if they hustle. Buchholz, little hesitation. Turns it into attack mode. Out to Bird. Gabby Bird, extra pass. Kinnebrew thought about it. Drives, shoots, too strong. Midgets wanted to travel on that play as Nisley gets another board. Fridley cranks for 3. No, too strong. Weak side rebound, Piercy.
That's the way you rip it away.
That's going up and getting it right there. Caden Piercy, one of the best volleyball players in the West region. Attacking is Ash, couldn't finish it. Oh, and she almost got the, I'm frustrated. I'm going to go get a steal. 10 seconds to play in the half. Century wants a high screen and roll. Nisley gets the screen from Kinnebrew.
Well,
Nisley goes backdoor Fridley, shot up, and a reach-in foul going to be called there on the midgets. Braylon Farnsworth will pick that up.
It didn't look like Bergen wanted to set too tough of a screen on that one. That was a slip screen, Didi. I don't know who was coming at her. It might have been Ash, and she knows how tough Ash has been tonight. It was like, I don't want any part of that.
Eden Fridley can't finish the first. Stay tuned at halftime. We'll set you up on our upcoming PSP network schedule as part of our Premier Chiropractic halftime, as Fridley gets 1 of 2, 0.9 seconds. One dribble and a fire for Ash, and the first half goes into the books here from Century High School. Halftime score, BNC Bank scoreboard. It's Century 42, Dickinson 20, and our halftime activities are up next on the PSP Network.
I'm a grateful person on a lot of levels. I've been given so many great opportunities. But most of all, even as a little kid, I was taught a set of values. Like tools for life, hard work, responsibility, and the key to making it all work, commitment.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Now we're back at halftime. Century on top, 42-20. Got the full force of the Century pep band. And they got 4 tubas in the drum section, so it's going to be loud, folks, as Century, with an impressive first half, leads by 22, and we welcome you to our Premier Chiropractic halftime report, where they're focused on improving the health of the Minot and surrounding areas through the most cutting-edge advances in natural health care today. Now, before we break down the first half, get to the numbers, here's a quick look at our upcoming PSP network schedule. As Thursday night, we got a wrestling doubleheader right here from Century High School as the Minot Magicians are in town. Girls at 6:15, boys at 7. And on Thursday night, you also got Mandan at Minot High, boys hockey. Of course, Wednesday night, I didn't mean to skip that, as you got the Scotty K Show, new episode of the Jordan Wilhelm podcast, Ice Time on the PSP Network with Nick Holberg. And then Friday and Saturday action, the Dickinson Midgets on the PSP Network, as the boys basketball matchup will be in Minot, Dickinson and Minot High. And on Saturday, you got a boys hockey matchup as the Midgets will be at the Mesa Arena in Minot. So
Midgets are getting a lot of love on the PSP Network.
I sent it over to Guy Fridley. I said, it's Midget Week. It's like Shark Week. Exactly. Midget Week on the PSP Network. Now take a timeout. We'll come back with more of our Premier Chiropractic halftime report. We'll dig into the numbers and we'll break down the first half of action. 42-20, Century on top on your BNC Bank scoreboard here at halftime.
Broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Here we go, where they get it into Doppler up the near side. 3, 2 seconds, 1 second. Doppler rises, right wing, 3, bingo! Oh! Anthony Doppler wins it at the buzzer! Oh! Are you kidding me? He turns, he fires, and he buries it!
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Todd Darmrich, Chuck Claremont back at Century High School. Our Premier Chiropractic intermission halftime report. Century leads by 22, and let's dig into the numbers, Chuck, individual and team stats.
For the midgets, their 20 points were broken down this way. 5 points by a trio of midgets. Abby Dutke had a 3 and a 2. Kaiten Piercy had a triple as well as a deuce. And then Kinsey Hoff made an and 1 and 2 other free throws for 5 points. Emily Ash had 4 points all in the last 9 minutes of that first half for their 20 points. There was another person who went 1 of 2 from the free throw line, and while we were checking on the band, we kind of lost track of that. So we think it's Sadie Stevenson, but we're not 100% sure. So for the Patriots, they scored 42 points. 20 of those, so almost 50% of those, were by Logan Nisley, as she had 3 threes in the first half, 4 twos, and was 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Also in double figures already was Bergen Kinnebrew, as she had 12 points, a 3, 2 threes, and then was 2 of 4 from the free throw line. 5 points for Eden Fridley, as she hit a 3 early on, then was 2 of 4 from the free throw line. 3 points for Zoe Austin, and then Erica Lee also scored. I think she may have scored the first bucket of the game, as she had a deuce. It was 19-9 halfway through that first half, and then that lead got doubled to 42-20 as the Patriots have forced 8 turnovers to just their 1 in that first half. And just a dominant performance by the Patriots. We expected that, but I still got to say, it doesn't seem like it's a 22-point game, because it just feels like Dickinson has played a hard game. You know, sometimes effort goes unsung in a way, because that effort, and they sure has played hard. I've been impressed by how this Dickinson team, and they're going to get some wins this year. I mean, just from effort alone. 42-20 at the halftime score. Century leads the midgets.
That's our Premier Chiropractic halftime report. We're focused on improving the health of the Minot surrounding areas for the most cutting-edge advances in natural health care today. Second half is next. Century 42, Dickinson 20 in your BNC Bank scoreboard. Back with the second stanza after this break on the PSP Network.
All right, bring it up. Come on. Someone's got to call a play. All right, let's go. I right, zoom, spider 2, Y banana. You don't like that one, okay. I right, 40 power? No. You don't want that one either? right, go kick off. Get out of here. Let's go.
First Western is your independent community bank with all the online conveniences you want and an experienced team you can count on. First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
What you're witnessing actually happens. This is a sad story about bad math.
Bad math?
Does your online company include mounting?
You can't beat the online pricing.
When you have the mounting, the shipping, and all the extras, it's just simple math. We guarantee the lowest prices. Our Plus plan is simply better, a less expensive way to buy tires. Thinking tires? Think Tires Plus.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
There's a listen in to the Century Pep Band tonight.
Got a halftime score. TD over on the BNC Bank scored over in Mandan, as good doubleheader going on there as the Demons and the Braves are going on, as the Demons lead the Mandan Braves 21-17, just about at halftime there.
And we will continue to update you on that BNC Bank scoreboard throughout the half as those girls games go final.
Thanks Jordan Maurer for tracking that down for us.
And we are underway. Second half action. Midgets have the basketball. Set those lineups as Emily Ash has the bounce. Gets it off to Caden Piercy. High, deep, right side 3, short. Ricochet rebound into the hands of Eden Fridley. Fridley gets it up to Logan Nisley. Slips a pass, turns it over. Emily Ash flying down the court, tipped away by Fridley, and Ash was on the end line. Here's the rest of those lineups as the Midgets also have Kinsey Hoff out there. It's their original starting 5, as you got Bailey Berg, Kinsey Hoff, Sadie Stevenson, Caden Piercy, and Emily Ash out there for the Midgets. Century gets it to Bergen Kinnebrew. Erica Lee reverses it. Nisley straight away. Fridley jabbed twice, goes hard and scored it.
Just shows how quick she is, Todd, because the defender never changed in either of the jabs. And then she just went, okay, I'm quicker than you, and bam, just went right down that right side of the lane.
Zoe Austin, the one starter out there for Century that we didn't highlight. In the second half here as Century leads 44-20. Kinsey Hoff, a little reach in from behind on Erica Lee on the cut. And a curl there by Hoff.
Just got to be a little quicker on that one. You know what's coming. That's a offense that Century's seen hundreds of times.
Ash will trigger it in. Safety valves it to Piercy. Berg has it. Now to Hoff. Crosses over. Tough contested pull-up 12-footer. Weak side rebound to Fridley. There's a high school hideout. Oh, and Austin missed the left-handed finger roll. Trailing the play off the second chance. Fridley wants to go. Leaves it for Erica Lee. 18-footer. Book it.
She got her hands on the laces as they needed to be and squared up and buried the 16-footer in the baseline. Good-looking jump shot from Erica Lee.
And Devin Douglas asks for and receives a Hub International Insurance timeout on the court. You can contact your local Hub agents, Josh Cattell or Michael Borman, at 355-3100 for your personal and business insurance needs. Century by 26, and we're back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Out of the midget timeout, Dickinson has possession. Century scored all the points here, starting in the second half. Down to 10 to shoot. Piercy against this man-to-man defense. Drives down the right side of the lane, goes up, missed the shot. Good contest by Nisley. Weak side is tied up between Fridley and Stevenson. And the arrow will favor the Patriots.
Yeah, Nisley actually got beat by Piercy, but just smartly stayed right next to her, right on her left elbow or left shoulder on that one, and then reached in with the opposite hand so she didn't foul her. It got a little piece of the basketball.
Kennebrew jabs left, goes right. Hand off Austin, dissects the lane. Kick out Nisley. Pinballs off a defender, gives it off to Austin. Straight away, Fridley wide open, sets, and knocks it down.
That's nice. I just like the confidence. We talked about that in the pregame, Todd, where her offense is going to have to step up. And boy, she's got 10 now. A couple threes.
Piercy, a contested shot in amongst the bigs, can't finish it. Good job there by Erica Lee. Nisley wants to go, and on her way in, she's going to be fouled.
And when she starts dribbling the basketball and she sees jerseys with the back to her, that's just shark-infested water. She's going right at that one, unfazed, no, not afraid by 3 black jerseys because they're all facing away from her.
Caden Piercy picks up the personal, and Nisley at the line.
Nisley, her 2 games this year, she had 19 against Wayzata, 26 against Albertville. She's got 21 now in the game, make that 22. Made 4 free throws in a row now. Or 5, I should say, 5 of 6.
Nisley gets them both, 15 and a quarter to play. In the second half, Century on top by 31. Piercy high screen and roll, Buchholz, nice hedge there for the Patriots. Now they deny you, and they get a turnover. This pressure is just kind of strangulating Dickinson right now, and now a 2-on-1 on the other end. Kennebrew slaps her hand, she couldn't finish it. Got the 2-on-1 pass from Logan Nisley, and Bergen Kennebrew will be at the line.
And she came flying down that right side, came into view after the steal by Logan Nisley. Kennebrew just couldn't finish, frustrated from herself, saying thought she should have had that one, but Fridley tried to sneak in, saying, okay, I'm going to try the end of this, end of the free throw line. She's a little bit embarrassed, going, okay, so there isn't really a spot for me.
She tried to get in that little half stall there in the barn?
She did.
Oh, yeah.
Official kind of came up and tapped her like, hey, you can't, maybe in Minnesota you could do that, but it doesn't work here.
Kennebrew gets both free throws.
She has 14 now.
Piercy tried to get in the paint, lost the handle. There's that hustling Century defense. Now it's going to turn into a 3-on-2. Fridley ahead of the pack. This time she gets the breakaway layup.
So fast. I mean, she's just such a great track athlete, and when she gets and goes, she gets and goes, and good look to her as she finished it with that right hand.
Well, in Century, this second half, Chuck, they have cranked up the pressure defense. And they're getting out and closing off these three-point shots that Dickinson had some success with in the first half. Ash wants to drive, floats into the shot, and she's going to be fouled.
Yeah, Kennebrew's going to get her, comes, I think, coming over to help.
Kennebrew kind of looks like, you know, the funny thing the kids don't understand is Century's just outscored the midgets like, what, 13, 14? What was the score at halftime?
It was 44-20.
Yeah,
so 11-0.
11-0 run to start the second half, and Kennebrew's like, I didn't foul her. They haven't scored this half. So
Kennebrew is excited as she's going to University of Mary, TD, and then her sister, it sounds like, is committed from BSC, is going to go there too.
Oh, cool.
So that'll be kind of cool.
I knew Bergen did, but I had not heard that Ashton had.
That's what I had heard today. That I don't know if it's, well, okay. I don't think I made anything official, but it looks like that might be what's going to happen, and that would be pretty cool. That'd be 2 good pickups for University of Mary.
Sure thing. Emily Ash made both free throws. Bergen Kennebrew misfires. Defensive rebound right off the bench for Jenna Nelson, the freshman for the midgets. Farnsworth has it on the right side. Rejects the screen, drives in, kick out Kinsey Hoff, straight away Stevenson. Back to Farnsworth. Up top to Ash. Shot fake. Got her pocket picked off the hands of Dickinson High.
Yeah, Ash just kind of lost control. She actually got triple teamed as she was going down the left side and lost control of the basketball. 4th turnover this half, 12th for the game.
And London DeShock is on for the Century Patriots, the 5'4" junior.
Did not play the first game against Wayzata. Had 3 in game 2.
Graybull is also on. They lob over the top. Nisley, a little push-off.
Whoa. Missed that one. She's smiling like, seriously? She's still looking perplexed on that one, but officials are right there, so.
Nisley picks up her second on the offensive shove-off. A little nudge. We'll call it, instead of a shove, a little nudge. Jenna Nelson almost had it taken away by Nisley, and it's going to be a tied-up basketball.
I know Logan's got 3 steals this second half. I got her with 3 blocks, probably has 5 steals, 22 points. Most likely has 5+ rebounds, I know that for sure. So good stat-stuffing night for Nisley.
That's like par for the course for her. Ash will get it into Piercy. Way up high. Nice spin move down the left side of the lane. Tried to go to the bank, couldn't finish it. Rebound Zoe Austin. Flying up the court, nice pocket pass. DeShock on the fun side.
Oh, I like the idea by Zoe Austin. Took one more dribble, let the defense take one step closer to her and drop the pass over to DeShock.
Oh, there's a sweet play on the other end. Letting the defense fly by was Kinsey Hoff, who laid home the uncontested deuce.
Junior's got 7 now.
Century 57, Midgets 24. Nisley cranks for 3, rebound, saved by DeShock. Austin kept it alive, put it up and in.
Boy, just good hustle. Somebody was talking to me about how DeShock gave him some good minutes in one of the games, and I watched her in some JV game, and she's a little competitor as well.
She's got the task of guarding Emily Ash right now as Stevenson goes baseline against Nisley. Nisley hounding her. You know, is she going to shoot? And Logan Nisley going to pick up a personal foul.
That's the reach around. Officials are going to call that one too. Is not quite the hammer that the official showed, but she definitely had her hand probably through the elbow onto the ball. 3rd personal foul now for Nisley. .44-20 at half, TD. So Patriots, as we said, cranked up that pressure defense. Nisley will take a seat with those 3 fouls and 22 points.
And Sadie Stevenson is at the free throw line, knocks down the first.
Okay, so we're going to give Sadie the points in that first half, TD, right?
Yep. I already did.
You did? Okay, perfect.
Yep. Stevenson misses the second. Rebound cleared by Fridley. Hey fans, tonight's game brought to you in part by Prestwich Orthodontics. For free consultations and financing and make it easy to get your smile to the next level. Visit mynotbraces.com today. Prestwich Orthodontics. 3-pointer missed by Eden Fridley. Rebound tipped by Erica Lee, cleared by the Midgets. Ash's pass is tipped. Stevenson, tough pull up. Ooh, count it, and a foul.
Zoe Austin, that look in her face, but just good pull up. You don't see that too many times where you have, a couple hard dribbles and you rise up from 15 feet.
Stevenson looking for the and 1. Nope. Rebound Erica Lee.
Snake bit, just 2 of 5 now from the free throw line.
Graybull gets it ahead. Austin missed the shot, went up and got a rebound, and tries to send it out to Bergen Kinnebrew. Instead, it's kicked. And a kicked basketball results in Century possession.
Zaya looked at her and said, hey, that was my assist you took away from me there. You got to make those.
59-22, Century on top. Minor, the boys' game comes up next. Graybull, check that. Yeah, Graybull triggers it in. Bergen Kinnebrew goes behind her back, sets up, and had it poked away. Triple team on Zoe Austin. Fridley drives baseline, and she is hit hard there by Emily Ash. I don't think that bothers Emily Ash one bit.
No, she just came flying in and used the stomach to knock away.
Oh, I think what you're starting to see here is there's a few kids out there that are thinking, all right, it's a 20-some point ball game. My minutes are going to be limited here, even though it's early season. I'm going to get some things done here while I'm on the court. Graybull dissects. Extra pass from Lee. Now a give and go from Fridley off the hands of Erica Lee, and it will be midget basketball.
You know what I'm finding with Zaya Graybull, TD, is new to the system, and she's being really unselfish because she's had some open looks and some opportunities, and she's chosen to make the extra pass. She's that's what she got. She's trying to find her place in this team, and that's what's going to happen. I'm sure the coaches will talk to her. Coach Matt Thornton, the assistant coach, is already kind of talking to her right now.
Century of that good denial defense, switching these screens. Midgets going the baseline to Farnsworth. Screen and roll with Dutke, who wasn't looking. Century has a steal. Nisley, oh, nice trailing pass. Lee finishes it.
Yeah, just a great look. Just kind of a tic-tac-toe pass up to Nisley and a little pass back with no dribble and at all. That's the way you run the break.
Yep, that's exactly how you want to do that if you're the Century Patriots. Is now you're going to get a tied-up basketball. I tell you what, Zoe Austin has been a fly in the ointment most of the night for the Midgets.
She will be that way all year.
Yep.
She's content to play tough defense, and she got 5 points tonight. I can see that's probably going to be, she'll be in that 5-point average, I got a feeling, throughout the year.
Everybody's mixed up on whose basketball it is. It is Century's arrow, and now they get it sorted out. Logan Nisley was the first one to figure it out, and she was a wide open layup. Hey, there's a step around by Jasmine Berry. Lost the handle, Piercy collects, and here comes Dickinson High. Ash triggers it over to Dutke. She'll crank for three. No, short. Kinnebrew is going to let that sail out of bounds, and it'll be Century basketball. Hey fans, tonight's game also brought to you in part by the UPS store, located on South Broadway in Minot. They're there in the Marketplace Foods Plaza for all your packing and shipping needs. And tonight's game also brought to you in part by Northern Plains Heating and Air. No other choice to seal your heating and air game than Northern Plains Heating and Air. Find them online at northern-plains.com. Nisley crosses over, head fake, kick out. Austin, three ball, too strong. Rebound, Lee battling and scoring.
Just kind of driving Berry underneath the basket as she got that offensive rebound, and then smartly went right back up before Berry kind of got her wits to her. 6 points in this second half for Lee, 8 for the game, TD.
Yeah. And now the ball is tipped near the timeline. Ash tangled up with Fridley. Guess who? Zoe Austin joining the fray. And this time the alternating arrow will belong to Dickinson. Well, we mentioned it, next action. I don't know if we've mentioned it. Next action for Dickinson High is Friday night. They'll be at Turtle Mountain. Next action for the Century Patriots a week from tonight. They'll actually also be playing Turtle Mountain. This one will be at home. Reminder, after the game, we'll have our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads postgame show. Get a word with some of the Century particulars. Run through the final game information, and set the stage for the boys contest tonight. Century leads here, 63-27 to beat the shot clock. Yeah, she got it. She got it off before the buzzer went off, and that is Abby Dutke with her second three ball tonight.
Yeah, good awareness, right? Caught it and shot it right as the buzzer was going. It was a nice up and under by Bergen Kinnebrew.
Yep. Now up ahead on the other end, ball gets tipped by Nisley. They were looking for a little home run over the top for Abby Dutke. Nice night for her. 8 points for the 6-foot junior. Looking for double figures, stopping and popping, middle of the lane, no good. Rebound Nisley, quick outlet. Century's got a developing 4-on-1. Fridley, bounce past Kinnebrew, yes.
Century has been more adamant of getting out on the break and getting that ball going as far as instead of setting the offensive up like they were the first half, and so they've extended that lead.
Nisley thought about having a steal. Instead, it's going to be a errant pass there as Piercy was looking for Kinsey Hoff. And now you get some wholesale substitutions. That might be the end of the road for Kinnebrew, Lee, and Nisley. Bird, Austin, Graybull, Fridley, and Guthmiller on the court right now for Century. Will set that Dickinson lineup when they have possession. Century 67, Dickinson High 30. Fridley gets the top cleared out. Graybull kicks it. Bird, quick trigger three, missed everything. Rebound, Emily Ash. And she's going to get tangled up and tripped up by Eden Fridley.
Well, it's going to be good on Wednesday for the wrestling event for Century, but the single leg takedown does not work in basketball.
There isn't too many wrestling terms that do work in basketball.
Oh, you're right.
Right?
Nope. You're going to have Woody breaking in the wrestling this season for the New Salem tournament.
I like it. I see he's been brushing up.
Has he been?
Yeah, we can see who's been reviewing the stuff on the Google Drive that we have on the PSP network. And Woody's been accessing that wrestling terms a lot.
Yep.
Turning and fire on the baseline. Kinsey Hoff missed it. Rebound, tipped once, twice, and it last touched by Century.
Matt Thornton, the JV coach, he's kind of semi-running the show now with some of the JV players in there.
Out of bounds play set up for Caton Piercy. Misfires on the corner three. Fridley is just going to jog into the front court for the Patriots with under 8 minutes to play. In the basketball game, Austin to the left elbow. Cut off there. Fridley looking for a posting up Guthmiller. Referee says, Guthmiller, you got to get out of lane once in a while. Fridley driving, slithering, missing the shot. Nice contest there by the midgets.
I think Koff got a piece of that.
Here comes Emily Ash, right down Broadway, and she's going to be hit.
She's just so relentless. You know, she picks up speed the more she dribbles the basketball. She's one of those that, you know, might go as fast running or dribbling as she does running, and just kind of weaving her way through the Patriots.
You know, the other thing I noticed, at 5'6", she's got some elevation at the end of that.
She does, and she's strong. Zoe's third personal foul.
I can see where she would be a very good pole vaulter.
Yeah.
Speed and jumping ability and
upper
strength.
body strength.
Oh,
you
yeah.
can totally see that. Yeah.
Absolutely. Runner-up in the pole vault a year ago, state track meet.
She's got 7 points, and she checks out.
Ash gets 1 of 2, and she will take a break as Farnsworth comes back on. Buchholz and DeShock back on there for Century. Yeah, just starting to see some of the... Oh, there's a play off the wrong foot, and Graybull finished it.
Yeah, the lane opened up for her, and she sees the opportunity.
Her first 2 of the night. And now Graybull gets almost a steal. Might have been a double dribble there by DeShock. She's smiling. Gets it off to Gabby Bird. Left hand layup, yes.
Boy, nice pass. First the steal, and then the assist. That left side and left-handed finish. So Gabby gets in the scoring column.
Century by 40. Oh, now you're going to get a travel on the freshman Jenna Nelson. And the turnovers have just caught up with the midgets here late in the first half and into the second half.
So now I got to figure out an exit strategy, TD, afterwards. You know, all good safety people recognize where they need to go in terms of, you know, an exit, and I got one now, so I need when I get out here to try to track down somebody to interview.
It's good. Like, what's your emergency preparedness?
That's absolutely, TD. EAP plan.
Guthmiller, double team,
plan.
Kick out, and Graybull knocks it down from downtown.
Now she's heating up. Good inside-out look. The left-hander with the triple.
Oh, now you get a kamikaze steal. Buchholz lost the handle of it, gets it back, bounces to the shock, turns, cranks, shoots, no good. Rebound, Guthmiller, tipped away, but she's fouled.
The smile by Gabby, saying, I don't know what the ball kind of bounced too high when she was going to pick it up, and it bounced too high, laughing at the shock.
And the free throw by Emma Guthmiller. Wide right. The 6'1" senior.
Okay, now we got a new Abby Foslin, the 5'7" freshman. She'll check in as Gabby Bird will take a seat. The senior, she might be done as well.
Guthmiller gets the second one to roll in.
And Emma's going to come out, and now we'll have Madison Connor, the 5'9" junior. She'll come in.
We're going to test our rosters early in the season here. And now you get Graybull.
Wow, that was...
I think Coach Wellstead said, hey, we're picking them up at half.
Yeah, we like the intensity, but...
And Devin Douglas is going to ask for and receive a Hub International Insurance timeout on the court. Full timeout. Hub is a leading North American insurance brokerage, bringing you our timeouts on our PSP network broadcast. 75-31, Century on top. 6:17 to play in the game. We're back after this timeout on the PSP network.
All right, bring it up. Come on. Someone's got to call a play. All right, let's go. I right, zoom, spider 2, Y banana. You don't like that one, okay. I right, 40 power? No. You don't want that one either? All right, go kick off. Get out of here, let's go.
First Western is your independent community bank with all the online conveniences you want and an experienced team you can count on. First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
Emily Ash, the free throw line as we come back to live action here at Century High School tonight. And Emily buries that free throw.
8 points now in the night for the 5'6" senior.
Got them both. Right at her season average from a year ago, averaged about 9 a game. Gray Bull has it. Gets it over to Abby Foslin, who's checked on. Swinging around to Madison Connor, to Shock. Now to Gray Bull. Pass to Buchholz. Baseline dribble drive, nice pass. Connor missed the shot off the feed from Foslin. Connor gets it back. New shot clock for Century. They leave her in the corner. Line drive three-pointer is short. Rebound.
Hey, you're in. Let her fly.
Cecilia Humiston clears it out of there for Dickinson High. Caitlin Piercy, contested shot, got it back, put it up, too strong. Rebound, Foslin. Piercy picks her up, three-quarter court.
She's gonna get a carry.
Foslin to Gray Bull. The Shock, left side. Oh, almost banked that three in. Emily Ash took the rebound away from her teammate Stevenson.
Sadie smiled and said, all right, you got it. I got it. You can have it.
Ash crosses over from the top, leaves it on the baseline. Berg shot too strong. Gray Bull rebounds. She wants to attack. Trailing to play. Buchholz for three. Oh, in and out. Ash with another rebound.
Well, you can tell Gray Bull has some a little bit of magic to her, you know what I mean?
Dickinson High trying to get the pass up over the top, and that was tipped away. Gray Bull tries another three. That was halfway down and spun out. Straight away, Foslin. She sets, she fires. That's too strong off the glass.
Little wind up by Foslin.
Piercy wants to go. Might have been a reach in there. Dropping it down low. Shot up. Contested by Gray Bull. But that's going to send Dickinson High's Cecilia Humiston to the line.
Gray Bull's asking the other official, and he said, hey, I didn't make the call. She's going to come out with 5. She was the bug zapper today, TD.
Yes, she was.
Zoe will finish with 5, or Zaya, excuse me.
The mosquito to the bug zapper.
Yes.
Was the whistle to the foul tonight.
Every whistle was, Zaya was like, okay.
Century's going to send on Quinn Coast into the contest. One of the setters on the volleyball team this year was Quinn Coast.
You know, the ponytail, when it hides your number, you know you got some long hair. It's perfectly covering the back of her numbers. Who's shooting free throws, TD?
Humiston.
Okay. Okay.
Connor has it on the left wing with 4:13 and counting to play in the game. Coast reverses it to Shock. Weak side cut by Connor. The Shock lost the handle, got it back. Double teamed. Kick out, 3 ball, off the iron. Weak side rebound pulled out of there by Humiston. Piercy leaves it on the baseline to Dutke. Straight away, having the basketball into the game as Piercy throws it over the top. Catch and shoot for Humiston, no good. Also on for Dickinson High is Eliza Carroll, the 5'7" senior. Foslin loses the defense. Connor baseline pull up, knocking it down from 12.
Yeah, nice little rip. Got away from the defense, and then saw some defenders in front of her and took the 10-footer.
Emma Davis is also on for the Patriots, the 5'7" sophomore. Emily Ash wants to go against the Shock, and you're going to get 2 hands on the hip. And that will send Emily Ash to the free throw line and a double bonus. In case you haven't noticed it, right below the team images on our BNC National Bank scoreboard, you got the fouls. 10 team fouls for the Patriots.
How nice is that score hub, though?
Yeah, that's nice.
Man, for people following us this year, it's just such an added
you remember the
feature.
You remember the efforts we had to do to get that up there a year ago at this time. We had a second camera shooting the scoreboard.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, this is a little bit
better.
A little bit sleeker.
A lot of bit better. Ash will be done for the night, I got a feeling, as 5 free throws, 6, 7, 8, 9 free throws to her for her 11 points.
She finishes the night with a dozen? Or 11?
11.
11, my bad.
9 free throws and a 2.
Yeah,
assuming she's done, I'm guessing she's going to be.
I'm getting a foul there. Whistled against Dickinson High's Eliza Carroll.
Wanted to get in the books.
Yeah, the issue with the score hubs for us, it wasn't that we weren't trying, but it had supply chain. They were on the slow boat from China.
How about that? Almost took a year to get it.
Yeah.
That's a really slow boat.
Foslin attacking with the left hand. Nice play.
Yeah, just resilient. You know, hesitation dribbling. He's kind of leaned in, found some space, used the left hand.
11 Patriots have scored tonight as that entry pass gets fly swatted out of bounds by Quinn Coast. 79-35, Century in cruise control, looking for their first W of the season. After 2 early season losses in Minnesota, the Patriots getting it done on their home floor tonight. Shot missed there by Dudke. Coming out of there for Century and trying to go coast to coast was Gracie Lang. However, Century turns it over. Dickinson I wants to go coast to coast. And Century touched it last as getting a hand on that was Caitlin Brown.
Yeah, good hustle by Caitlin Brown, trailing the play, knocking out of bounds, presenting a possible layup.
Lauren Selly was the midget trying to go coast to coast. Kinsey Hoff gets it into Caro. They lob over the top. Dudke looking for Hoff, and that's too tall. Turnover, midgets. Now, we mentioned our upcoming schedule. We'll pull it up real quick. Reminder, you got Thursday wrestling action, doubleheader here from Century, girls and boys wrestling. Boys hockey Thursday night. Minot hosting Mandan, and a doubleheader over the weekend. Boys basketball and boys hockey as the midgets take on the Minot Magicians take on the Dickinson Midgets in that basketball boys hockey doubleheader. Foslin gets into the paint, and I think, I was going to say it was a shuffle the puppies, but no, I was wrong. She counted in a foul.
I mean, the ball, she almost like she carried the basketball too, because it took her time to put that next dribble down, but she kept the palm on top of the basketball top and took one more dribble, and almost a deja vu from last time as she went down the left side of the lane with that left hand, drew the foul.
Foslin looking for the and one.
Just a 5'7" freshman looking to get 5 points. And that's wide left. Somebody opened the door.
Jasmine Berry is on for the midgets, gets it off to Lauren Selly, and here comes Dickinson High. Dudke has it. Can't get a post up to Berry. Instead, handoff to Selly. Goes dribble entry in the right wing. Straight away, Dudke shovels it over to Ashton Wardell, who's on. And now you get Jenna Nelson, change pivot foots there for the midgets.
See if is everybody checked in now? Are we missing anybody?
I
don't know if Addie Weigel, she might be the only one that but they may not have dressed though. I don't know if you can dress 20. I think we have 20 listed.
There's probably that many on there. Emma Davis inside out. Connor 3-ball corner pocket. Put it in the book.
5 points for Connor as she likes that right baseline.
Century, with a minute to play, leads 84-35. Stay tuned. Our planning team financial advisors. Shots Crossroad postgame comes up next as you get reach and foul there on Madison Connor.
I'm going to start the walk, TD, because it might take me a minute and a half to get down there.
It's good. It's all good.
I got to not step on the alto saxophone in front of me. I got to not break a knee. I mentioned alto tags, and the girl in front of me is like, "Oh, hey, time out." All right.
I can keep your score sheet for the rest of it if you want.
I'm going to bring it.
Oh, you're going to
I'm going to bring it with me. Why not?
All right.
Let's do that.
Got it.
There, now she tapped her neighbor and said, hey, you better pick that up. That guy's kind of big. Let's see.
Dudke gets the first free throw and the second. Under a minute to play. Emma Davis tries the right side of the lane. Flips up a shot, couldn't get it. Jasmine Berry rebounds. And weaving her way into the front court is Ashton Wardell. Gives it off to Dudke. One dribble, picks it up. Looking. Berry has it high right side. On a cut, they look for Dudke. Back into the hands of Selly. Selly wants to go. Kick out 3 ball. Wardell off the iron. Rebound Fosland and Century. I think they're just going to drill this one out. And they're down to 5, down to 4, and the Patriots are going to win this one tonight, as there's a final score on your BNC Bank scoreboard. 84-37. Century picks up win number 1 on the season. Century improves to 1-0, or excuse me, 1-2, and the Midgets level their record at 1-1. And we morph and welcome you right into our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads postgame show. Planning Team Financial Advisors helping clients work towards financial freedom. And Shots Crossroads, your postgame headquarters. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. All right, we'll send it down courtside. Chuck Claremont, Scott, Nate Wilson.
All right, thanks, Todd. Hey, Coach, good recovery. You had a couple tough games out of Minneapolis. To come out and perform like you did tonight, pretty consistent effort.
Yeah, I thought our girls played hard every possession. That's kind of what we wanted in early in the season. You know, go out there, get a couple games, and then come right back and see what we can do on a night like this.
You know, you're up 22 at halftime, and it seemed like you came out with a little more intensity that second half, and you wanted to push the basketball and got some more fast break opportunities.
Yeah, we settled in a little bit more. You know, we talked about trying to get up but not get sped up on defense. You know, once you get to the half court, you got to be solid. I thought they did that, you know, in the start of the second half, and then getting out and running, that's just, we tell them anytime you got a chance, go.
And what I thought too, the last thing too, is pretty unselfish for the third game of the year. A lot of extra passes tonight.
Yeah, definitely. The girls are, we got to tell them to look for theirs first. But yeah, that's kind of the personality of these girls. They want to get the other shots right away, so that's a good thing.
It's good to get that first win under your belt.
Yeah, definitely. Just got to keep getting better. It's a long year. So.
All right, great job, Coach. Good luck
you.
the rest of the way.
Thanks.
All right, Logan, step in here. Great job tonight, and you got those fingers taped up. You got injuries galore for you, and I know you kind of struggled shooting the first couple of games, but it felt like tonight you kind of came out and you had got a little better rhythm.
Yeah, definitely. I think, you know, coming back into the season after volleyball, just getting those first couple of games under my belt and getting back with the girls, it took a little bit of just getting used to, I think. And so I think tonight we did a really good job of settling in.
And you got some new girls coming out. I mean, Zoe's getting some more minutes, get Zaya Grable coming out. So what's it going to take to get all these other girls into the mix this year?
Yeah, I think just working our butts off in practice. I mean, we have a very competitive practice, and so I think that's really what's going to make the difference this year is making each other better. Obviously, our conference this year is really good, and so making each other better is what's going to set us to the next level.
You know, one last thing, too, is coming out of 0-2, what kind of mentality did you take after losing those 2 games of this season? It didn't put you girls down at all?
Yeah, definitely not. I think the competition we played, we were really proud of how we played and how we adjusted when we needed to. And so I think just coming into conference play, using those games to our advantage, you know, the physicality, the skill level in Minnesota is amazing. So just using that to our advantage and kind of finding what we need to build on, but finding what we did well.
Great job tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, TD, back up to you. Hopefully you heard that.
Yeah, we got it all. Well done down the sidelines. Chuck Claremont there. You got a word from second-year head coach Nate Wellstead and also Logan Nisley. But can you tell that she's got a 4.33 GPA average, as well-spoken as that young lady is? Nice job, Logan Nisley, and also Chuck Claremont. Now we'll take a break in our post-game show brought to you by Planning Team Financial Advisors. The Shots Crossroads rolls on. We'll dig into the numbers. We'll bring you our play of the game and our move of the game brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. Final score, Century 84, Dickinson 37. More after this timeout on the PSP Network.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability. For all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs, your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esvold. Find them at ackermanesvold.com.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Now we're back in our Planning Team Financial Advisor Shots Crossroads postgame. Looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession? Planning Team Financial Advisors here to help you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online at planningteam.com. And our postgame is always brought to you by Shots Crossroads. Get filled up with our delicious menu that includes the famous 99. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. Team buses are always welcome. All right, Chuck, you got to...
Yep.
Got her all cranked up there. Let's dig through those.
Short couple points here, but
final game numbers here is Century wins 84-37 over Dickinson.
All right, for the midgets, so they're 37 points. Emily Ash led them with 11 points. It's 9 from the free throw line. Abby Dutke also got in double figures with 10. 7 for Kinsey Hoff, 5 for Caton Piercy, and then Sadie Stevenson finished with 4 for their 37. For the Patriots, they were led by Logan Nisley's 22, 18 for Bergen Kinnebrew. Also in double figures was Eden Fridley as she had 10, 8 for Erica Lee, a nice game for her. She had 6 quick ones in that second half. Then Madison Connor off the bench had 5. Zoe Austin had 5, and Zaya Grabo had 5 before she fouled out. Abby Poslin came off the bench, had 4. London Duchik had 2. Gabby Bird had a deuce, and Emma Guthmiller was 1 for 2 from the free throw line for her only point. It totals 84, and the night was 42-20 after the first half, and then just Century just cruised. They outscored Dickinson 23-10 in the first 9 minutes of that second half, and pretty much rested all their starters. And it was a JV game the rest of that to finish it out with that victory, 84-37.
All right, Chuck, couple things to take care of here in our post game. First up, we're going to go to the MVP, brought to you by Sport Clips. Sport Clips keeps you looking your best. Check in online with a hairstylist today at sportclips.com. And tonight's game MVP for the girls contest is?
Well, we talked to her, Logan Nisley. She came out on fire. And listening to her, she had that smile, saying, a little frustrated, knew that kind of didn't shoot so well the first couple of games of the year, but came out, shot way better tonight, had 8 points in the first 9 minutes and then finished with 20 in the first half, and really kind of led her team to that 22-point lead. And then from there, cooled off in the second half and just scored 2 points. But she had 22 points. I'm sure she had eight rebounds. She had 3 or 4 blocks. She had a few assists. She had 5 or 6 steals. Just a stat stuffer. The senior Logan Nisley is our MVP, or Sport Clips MVP of the game.
Sport Clips, home to the MVP haircut experience. They make you feel like that every time at Sport Clips. Tonight's game MVP. Congratulations to Logan Nisley. All right, the boys game comes up next. One last thing to take care of here is your Jobbers Moving and Storage move of the game. This move of the game brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. They can help you move across town or across the country. Locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. And tonight's move of the game is?
I love the jab step, blow by Eden Fridley. We couldn't figure out if she had the jab step, 3-point deep one, but I thought the blow by was the one that was just impressive as heck for me, and it was really the move of the game as she was moving at mock speed, where she went right by the defender for the Midgets to get that right-handed layup. So Eden Fridley, that was 2 of her 10 points tonight. And the jab step blow by, that was our Jobbers Moving and Storage move of the game.
Century sends 3 in the double figures tonight. Eden Fridley's 10, and your jab step blow by is your move of the game tonight. Jobbers focus on the details of the process. They'll never lose sight of the big picture. Locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. You can find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. Century gets 40 from their big 2. Nisley with 22, Bergen-Kinnebrew with 18, and the Patriots win this one going away. 84-37 is your final score. Take a short time out. We'll clear the cockpit here and set the stage for boys basketball action on the tail end of our doubleheader tonight for you on the PSP Network. Century hosting Dickinson in the boys contest. We'll preview that after this timeout. Final score in the girls contest, Century 84, Dickinson 37. Back with the boys pregame after this break on the PSP Network.
I'm a grateful person on a lot of levels. I've been given so many great opportunities. But most of all, even as a little kid, I was taught a set of values. Like tools for life, hard work, responsibility, and the key to making it all work, commitment.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Back at Lynette Olson Gymnasium at Century High School as the Century Patriots win the girls contest. Man, nobody's updating scores. We try to get you an in-between game BNC scoreboard update.
Yeah, just had 24-24 at halftime with Mandan and the Demons, the girls' side, so no updates there. Although I think I had a later second half score, but I'll try to track down. But we'll get it. We'll figure it out. Here's a halftime score. Minot leads Williston, the girls, 38-14.
Yeah, it was the Minot JV actually playing Williston tonight. Yep.
Oh, you're right. There you go.
Let's turn our attention, Chuck, to the boys contest here as the Dickinson Midgets come to town. Dan Glazer's ball club, 1-0 on the season, defeating Dawson County 79-68 in their opener. And the Century Patriots, Darren Mattern in his 13th season, his club, also 1-0 on the season with a convincing 30-point win over against the Spuds from Moorhead. So two teams 1-0, and the schedule has been similar now. These teams have played early in the season. Last year when these two teams played out in Dickinson, the Midgets picked up a victory. So it's been a series that Century's won 15 of the last 17 games, but it's not like the Midgets haven't won recently this last winter.
Yeah, it was a big victory last year when that Dickinson knocked off the Demons in that second game after they got beat by 40 in the first game. We did that one in the beginning of the season. I remember that and thought, holy cow, this Century team is just dominant. But to come back and have a 60-point turnaround in terms of points, that's a pretty good effort for the Midgets. You know, lost a couple good guys, and Britton Cranston, I mean, he's just a tough, hard-nosed kid, going to be tough to replace, and then they got a big body in Isaac Daly, and I think that's going to be one of the keys to them is how are they going to get some size? They do not have any size right now, and what are they going to do? But hey, when you got a guy like their all-stater in Alex Dvorak, just signed at Mary, as a matter of fact, going to be a Mary commit. This guy's a dude. He can score from all over. I mean, he got to the line 18 times in that first game, Todd, and he's great off the dribble. He's a great shooter. He's going to be a handful for the Patriots.
Yeah. You know, what I like about this matchup is, Century's got guys coming out of their ears, right? You got 2 D1 commits. You got a D2 commit. You got a kid in Isaiah Schaefer that's probably going to go at that level at least. And then you get Alex Dvorak. We got a lot of great athletes, great basketball players on the court tonight. So it's a treat for us to bring you that on the PSP Network.
Yeah, it's going to be a hard-fought game for sure. I mean, Century is probably favored as they're ranked number 2 in the state of North Dakota. And some people have them, potentially 1 with the kids that they've got. But when you got in order to be the man, you got to beat the man in my book. And as long as Derek DeSette's out there for Minot, that Minot team is they are loaded. Speaking of depth, I mean, Minot's got 7, 8, 9, 10 guys. As I was looking at one of the previews of that team, going, holy cow, they got a lot of kids, a lot of guys to pick from, and Coach Winchesky's going to have trouble finding which 5 to put on the floor.
Let's take a quick look at the boys' standings. It's obviously early on, but a couple teams have played games already. Minot got a big win against Devils Lake. Century, as mentioned, got a victory over Moorhead. Legacy defeated Fargo North. Dickinson defeated Dawson County. Century lost to Fargo Shanley. And other games we're tracking tonight: Bismarck at Mandan, Minot at Williston, St. Mary's at Jamestown, and Watford City at Sydney, Montana. And of course, our PSP game tonight, Dickinson at Century High. Friday night games, Dickinson at Minot is our PSP game. So this is the conference opener across the West region, and we're happy to bring it to you. This is our Shields pregame, where they offer clothing, footwear, and gear for all your passions, from fishing to fashion. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back and dig into more of the matchup as the Century Patriots hosting the Dickinson Midgets. Game 2 for both these clubs, and more of our Shields pregame after this break on the PSP Network.
Smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics. Vibetta Orthodontics is a certified Invisalign provider. Invisalign fits your budget and your lifestyle. Braces for children, teens, and adults with affordable monthly payments. Schedule your complimentary consultation and exam by logging on to VibettaOrthodontics.com or by calling 701-839-6010.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics.
In southwestern and south central North Dakota, on any given day at any given moment, a Dakota Community Bank and Trust customer is logging in or signing on to do their online or mobile banking. We believe that community banking can blend both the past with down-home customer service in-house and the future with modern banking conveniences and technology for our customers anywhere, like here or here, all while honoring our long-standing tradition of community first-oriented banking here at Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
Many of our clients come to us already accomplished in their lives and on the right track. However, whether it's in response to a life-changing event or you are nearing retirement, you can sleep well knowing that together we have planned for both life's opportunities and challenges. And no matter what happens, we are here to help guide you.
Todd Domrey's Chuck Claremont back at Century High School. It's our Shields pregame show. Gear, passion, sports at Shields. And it's time now for our Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game. Well, we got two of them, Chuck. We mentioned Alex Dvorak, the explosive scorer for Dickinson High. If you're Century, it starts and ends with him. And I remember this matchup a year ago. Century put William Ware on Alex Dvorak a lot. I wonder if we'll see that matchup again tonight.
Well, you're going to see probably a number of players, and then Century can play defense. Burst is their best defender. He might get him early on in Tyler Burst, but I think Doppler isn't afraid to guard somebody. They'll probably switch him up a little bit, and hey, your utility knife and William Ware, this guy can guard from 1 to 5, anybody on the floor. So it's stopping his penetration, as we talked about that, 14 of 18 from the free throw line. That means he got to the line because he was getting in the middle of the lane, drawing the fouls. And so Century's got to be careful on that in terms of foul trouble. When you look at the other side, for the Patriots, they got a size advantage. And it starts with the big guy in the middle, 6'10", senior, number 52, Erickson. Averaged a double-double last year, 23 points and 11 in that first game this year. That, hey, get him the ball inside. I know he's going to drive me crazy because he's going to shoot some threes, TD. He's going to want to do it. But the key to me is get him inside, get him the basketball, because I don't see anybody on this Dickinson team stopping him today.
I noticed the season opener, Ryan Erickson had 3 made threes.
He did.
Yep. So you might jump out of your seat, I know.
No, I'm not I don't oppose of a guy shooting threes, but when you can be dominant inside, and you don't need to just kind of casually move out there. If you're scoring inside and you got guys, take a look at their roster. They got guys that can shoot threes and outside. They don't need him shooting threes.
Well, typically what happens is, from what I've seen, is Century likes to run, and so they play a pressure defense to get a turnover, and they're flying up the court. Then if they don't have anything, well, here comes Erickson kind of sauntering down the floor as the trailer, and he's usually wide open. They'll reverse it to him, and he hit 3 of those against Moorhead.
So Mark Hassauer, trail of the play, TD. We saw that a lot in our day. Yeah. And no, that's the right way. I love it. He was 3 for 4 shooting the 3. He's a good shooter. Let's be real. I watch him. The guy, he can shoot the basketball. Got a kind of a funky release the way he shoots the ball. Kind of shoots from way down low, but man, he's got good rotation, and obviously early in the season last year he hit some threes and then he struggled later on. It's kind of one of those pieces going, careful how you start the season, because you start hitting threes, some people might think you're a 3-point shooter when you shouldn't be, right?
Now there's your Northern Plains Plumbing, Heating, and Air keys to the game. Take care of Alex Dvorak, and if you're Century, be smart and get the ball inside, as you have a distinct size advantage.
Get it to the UND Fighting Hawk. We got 2 of them on that basketball team, so I love it, with Erickson and Anthony Doppler signing both at UND, so they'll be playing together in the future. And then with Trace and Eaglestaff, how about that?
Yeah,
for guys playing together from Bismarck.
Got to get the local guys first, right? State guys first, as the starting lineups are being introduced on the court. Here are those starting lineups. First off, for the Dickinson Midgets at the guards, they will have, as I got to get my score sheets organized here, Chuck, as I got my boys sheet kind of cleverly hidden down here. Alex Dvorak, we mentioned him, the first-team All-Stater, joined in the backcourt by Drew Beal. Tyrese Ennis, will be a third guard in the lineup. And then an undersized club is you'll have Damon Glauser standing 6'4" as a senior. And he's really the size, as Sebastian Hauck is almost another wing guard type player at 5'9" and a junior. So there's your starting lineup tonight for head coach Dan Glauser and the Dickinson High Midgets. Century and their 13-year head coach, Darren Mattern, will counter like this. You'll have Isaiah Schaefer, talented junior guard, fresh off of a season where he had a school record 89 threes. Joined in the backcourt by the senior Tyler Burst. And then you got two wings. They're probably as good as any in the state. Anthony Doppler, the first-team All-Stater, along with William Ware, the Minot State commit. And in the middle, the big 6'9" Ryan Erickson, also heading to the University of North Dakota. There's your Prestwich Orthodontics and Planet Pizza starting lineups tonight for the Century Patriots and the Dickinson Midgets. As it's military night, so you got the camo shirts tonight for the Patriots. You know what? I got to comment on one quick thing. I look at Anthony Doppler's fresh cut, and I'm like,
I like that.
Well done, baby. Well done. I am not a fan of the floppy hairdos.
No, he looks good.
Yep. So
looks like he's been in the weighting room. You know, his father's, I know, loves lifting weights, big-time weightlifter. Even the guy who looks bigger to me this year too is Schaefer.
Yeah.
You can tell these guys have had a good off-season weight program.
Here, thanks to Shields, they brought you our pregame tonight. Shop sporting goods, hunting and fishing gear, clothing, and more at Shields of Minot and Bismarck. As we are just about set for basketball, two teams making their way out on the court.
I watched that game earlier this season, or the game against Dawson County. The announcer was calling him Tyrese Anise.
Anise, okay.
I don't know if that was right or wrong. I just heard that go like that, and I was trying to hear how these guys were going to announce him. And
hey, I
meant to ask that question, and I was too caught up in getting the girls' pronunciations and everything. And
I'm going with Anise. Tip is controlled by Ryan Erickson. Century has the first possession, and the Midgets will come out man-to-man. Sebastian Hauck. Pressure defense by the Midgets. Century looks back door. Doppler drops it down low. Burst, shot fake, left-hand shot, feathers it home.
Yeah, I'll give him assist for Doppler. Nice look down low to Burst, and he knew he was in the land of the trees. He had to kind of dribble away and use a left-handed jump hook.
Both teams come out man-to-man. Beal, handoff Glauser, stops on the left elbow. Anise reverses it to Beal. Back to Glauser, poked away, it's loose, Century on the floor. Anise collects, gives it off to Alex Dvorak. Dribble drive by Sebastian Hauck in the paint. Beal has to fire it up, and he can't. A shot clock violation. Early defense for the Patriots.
First possession of the game, the Patriots force a 30-second shot clock violation. That's Coach Darren Mattern defense right there.
Kamikaze steal for Dvorak. Ware collects in the left corner to Burst. Cross-court pass to Schaefer. Anise on him like a postage stamp. They're not going to give him space and time tonight. Burst drives baseline, lost the handle, turnover Patriots.
Yeah, tried to jump stop on the baseline to get it to Anthony Doppler and just kind of lost control of the basketball.
Well, you can see that the guy who's guarding Tyler Burst is doing a lot of helping. High screen and roll. Dvorak, straightaway Glauser. Skips it in the corner to Hauck. Sebastian crosses over, goes up against Erickson, but he turns it over. Schaefer in transition, deep three. Hello.
Wow. I mean, when you're pulling up from 26 on a fast break, that's telling you got some confidence.
5-0 Century early. Hauck now top of the key to Beal. Anise, he'll crank for three. Looks good, it's online, and it's down.
Yeah, he had a couple threes in that game against Dawson County, finished with 9 points, and left wing, it's exactly where he shot a couple of them.
Early on, almost a tip ball there, collected up top by Erickson. Swinging around the wheel to the Patriots. Burst, now they get Erickson on the block. Instead, a blow-by and a left-handed layup is down for Doppler.
Yeah, you're going to come out and pick him up, and boy, he's got great handles. Just put the head down and went right by Drew Beal.
Dvorak gets to the right elbow. Hauk has a step, fires it. Anise, can he hit another three? No, off the tab. Rebound, one-handed, cleared out of there by Anthony Doppler. Century on top, 7-3 early on. Burst. Now they get it down low. Erickson, quick turn, layup. Oh, he missed it. He can't believe that he couldn't finish that one, but he'll be dislodged underneath.
Yeah, good job getting himself set up on the block. I like that. And then high-low entry to him. Tried to drop step. I think you're right. He got a little bit of a hip check by Drew Beal. That's going to be a tough matchup for Drew at 6 foot. I know he's thick, but when you give up 10 inches, TD, it reminds me of, remember the Bismarck High football player who was 6 foot?
Oh,
Blonde Spike. Remember he always guarded. He was 6 foot, but hey, he was 6 foot wide and could bench press you.
Ryan Erickson gets 1 of 2, and 4 of the 5 starters.
Exactly. Good call on that one, TD.
I can't remember his real name, but his nickname was Spike.
It was.
I'll think of his real name in a second. Damon Glauser, catch and shoot for 3. Nope. Rebound yanked out of there by Ryan Erickson. Over the timeline, Erickson on a trail. Jabs right, goes left, goes up, count it.
There's the slow-mo blow-by for a nice job of keeping his dribble, and 2 good long steps for Erickson.
Century the quick start. They lead 10-3. Hauk into the paint, shot faking. Inside out Dvorak. Ware is indeed on him. Dvorak leaves it for Hauk. Hauk splits through the defense. Oh, and he throws up a prayer, and it's answered.
Sebastian with the underneath spin from down by his ankles.
10-5. Patriots have doubled up Dickinson early on here. Midgets playing some pressure defense. William Ware goes baseline. Erickson open corner 3, high arcing shot, in and out. Rebound tipped by Dvorak. Last touch by who? It's off of Sebastian Hauk. It'll be Century basketball.
Well, Hauk's, he's aggressive. He's all over the floor. His cousin, Reese Hauk, best player for Dickinson girls last year.
Dickinson High is going to send in Hubert Nyambona.
Interesting fact, Reese's family moved to Bismarck now, and so now the brother plays he's a freshman for St. Mary's.
Erickson missed it, got it back, put it in.
Yeah, good. Anise kind of shot it over him, but just stayed right with it. Didn't get too excited over the miss.
Anise gives it off to Dvorak. Pull up, silky smooth jumper. First shot of the night is good for Alex Dvorak.
I remember he's so good mid-range like that, off that pull up from 10 to 15 feet.
12-7, Century on top. Ware goes short corner to Doppler. Gets a side to himself, fades from the left wing, no good. Damon Glauser rebounds, quickly back are the Midgets. Moving right to left. Cross-court pass Anise. Nyambona on the high post. Hauk. Quick trigger, bingo!
Ooh, and he looks to the crowd. Crowd's in his face. He looked to him and gave him a little 3 ball.
Tyrese Anise knocks down a 3, and we get an early Hub International Insurance timeout on the court. Hub International located at 4204 Boulder Ridge Road in Northwest Bismarck. Short timeout. Century on top by 2, 13-14 to play first half.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment, for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
Out of the Darren Mattern timeout. Century has possession. A little attitude adjustment timeout there early on. Seen Coach Mattern do that over the years. Patriots go high screen and roll. Midgets, they're mismatched down low, and Erickson gets it, but he missed it.
Coach didn't like that one. He's going to be yanked on that one. You got to be dominant.
Oh, there's a takeaway. Schaefer had Ware trailing, but he didn't get it to him. Instead, Isaiah Schaefer is going to be fouled there by Alex Dvorak, and Isaiah Schaefer will shoot 2.
Yeah, Schaefer had that one set up for the behind-the-back pass to Ware with the trail dunk, TD, and he saw him. Yep. He looked over his left shoulder, and I'm surprised Ware's not stepping by and going, hey, Chief, right here. You know, I mean.
I was commenting that about somebody last year and early this year for that matter that, you know, Century's got as much talent as anybody, but I've seen spurts where they play a little bit of hero ball.
Yeah.
And they're good enough to do that, but man, that kind of stuff I don't think wins championships.
No, and that was kind of a play right there where I saw the Patriot girls be unselfish.
Joel Edlund take a year off from basketball, get an offensive rebound and put it back in.
Hey, the strength of Edlund, first-team All-State football player, showed good feet right there, getting by and getting that rebound. Oh, that would have went in.
Sebastian Hauk missed a shot. Doppler back one-on-one, crosses over against Dvorak. Count it! Blocking foul and a hoop and the harm for Anthony Doppler.
It's Doppler in charge the whole way. Great outlet to him, one-on-one in that corner, and he just took it right at Dvorak, crossed over dribble, and then went right at him. Drew the foul, made the end. They made the basket, got a chance for an N1.
2 fouls early here on Alex Dvorak, too. And Anthony Doppler has the old-fashioned three-point play.
He's got 5. Erickson's got 5. That timeout was good. 6-0 run after the timeout.
Quick start by the Patriots, 18-10. Sebastian Hauk is going to be held there by Drew Kemple, who just checked on for the Patriots.
Coach Mattern likes this sophomore Drew Kemple, works hard.
Joel Edlund, the 6'5 senior.
Father or the good bowler. Shot much. I don't know if he played any other sports, but I know he's had some 300 games in the bowling side, Eric.
Nahimbona loses the handle. They go down low, Edlund. Bullying his way in. Kick out Kemple. Get a repost for Edlund. Nope, said he goes cross screen. Free throw line to Doppler. Anthony, another blow by for Doppler, and another and one.
They just leave him open, and first time they kind of stayed off him, he was trying to dump it inside to Edlund. It wasn't there. Edlund got it back out to him, and then he's so quick off that dribble. Got a chance for another and one now. Doppler operating from the top of the key.
Get our first look tonight at Owen Bittner for the Dickinson Midgets. 6-foot junior. Doppler, free throw stroke, no good.
Bittner played soccer for the Midgets. They did not win a soccer game this year.
Oh, there's a screen and roll as you get Dvorak getting it down to Bittner, and from behind it's fly swatted out of bounds, return to sender.
Good help by Isaiah Schaefer from the weak side.
Century has doubled up Dickinson High. 20-10. Dvorak lost the handle. Oh, there's an easy takeaway. Here comes Doppler, got his feet set, goes up, two-hand slam dunk.
Nonchalant two, opened it up. He got the steal. Look, kept that 2-on-1 break, wide open, one up, and boy, what a spring off that left foot.
Now Doppler got another. Can he go back to back? He's going to go up. Yes, 2 in a row.
Wow. What do you say about that one? The first one was a right-handed rip. The second one was two-handed rip.
I think we have an early candidate for the move of the game.
Combination moves, right?
And a timeout on the floor brought to you by Hub International Insurance. Contact your local Hub agents, Josh Cattell, Michael Borman, 355-3100 for your personal and business insurance needs. Back after this timeout. A big run for Century out of that last timeout. They now lead 24-10, and we're back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
All right, bring it up. Come on. Someone's got to call a play. All right, let's go. I right, zoom, spider 2, Y banana. You don't like that one? Okay. I right 40 power.
No.
Don't want that one either? All right, go kick off. Get out of here. Let's go.
First Western is your independent community bank with all the online conveniences you want and an experienced team you can count on. First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Out of the Dan Glauser timeout. Century up by a couple touchdowns. Dickinson goes high screen and roll. Hauk behind the screen. Fires for three. Long rebound, weak side. Nice play by Anise.
Yeah, it came back. He saved it off of
Kempel, yep.
I think it was Schaefer, but then it hit him.
Oh, it hit Anise off the ricochet? Yeah.
Exactly. Easy for me to say.
Well, how do you like that last couple minute stretch for Anthony Doppler?
Wow, that shows why he's going D1.
Kempel, little hesitation, blow by.
That was, speaking of impressive, that showed the speed there as he went right by Beal on that hesitation.
Drew Beal wants to go. Oh, that might have been tipped by Erickson, but somehow Drew Beal scored it.
Beal's been in the weight room a little bit. He played soccer too. 16 point and 11 rebounds in the first game victory over Dawson County.
Now Century's got both the bigs in. They try to double team, they go high-low, and the guy who was double teaming was off of William Ware, and he had a point-blank layup.
Yeah, and Ware, little head fake, got Dvorak up in the air.
Beal from the top. Bittner drives down the left side of the lane, poke checked away, and a turnover.
Yeah, nice help by Doppler as he came off his guy who was in the corner. That was Owen Bittner, who reached in with the left hand and knocked it off the knee of Glosser. 5th turnover for the Midgets.
What was the score when Century called that first timeout?
It's 12-10.
Century was on top, 12-10.
They were, yep.
So that would be a 16-2 run.
Good timeout.
That's why Coach Mattern gets paid the big bucks.
There you go.
Isaiah Schaefer comes right wing to Ware. One bounce, picks his dribble up, post up Edlin. High post now to Erickson. Got both the bigs in. Erickson meanders his way, goes left, clears some space, counted it, and another and one for the Patriots.
Nice power move right there. I like the two bigs together too. This is going to be a good lineup for the Patriots with Edlin and Erickson both in the game. Little two-man game right there. They couldn't help off Edlin, so good take by Erickson, just showed his power.
Well, that's anybody watching tonight's thinking to themselves, how am I going to match up with that?
Yeah.
You got Ware, Edlin, and Erickson on the court. Erickson gets the and one. Little drive and a glide for Glosser. Couldn't finish it.
Yeah,
in amongst the trees of Century.
Left Erickson in his dust. Got to finish that.
Trailing to play was Erickson. Oh, look back door. It's a little late, and it's taken away.
He wanted a lob. William Ware said up.
Dvorak weaving through traffic, and he leans in and floats it home.
Smooth would be one way to talk about the game of Alex Dvorak.
Yep. Just has a glide to him.
Yeah, just effortless.
And now Erickson almost threw that one into the bench. Little slip of the screen, Erickson fading, got it from 12.
Two-man game. Got the bigs there. You got, I mean, that's a D1 lineup potentially with 6'10", 6'7", 6'7" right there.
Erickson to the elbow. There goes Damon Glosser. Count it, and he's fouled. Little shot fake, teardrop eyebrow fake at the three-point line, and this was an area that Century in spurts last year didn't do very good, that on-ball defense, and soon a couple of those episodes here in the first half as Damon Glosser gets his first 2 of the night.
33 points in the first 9 minutes. That's a lot of offense. Do the math on that one. That's 132 points.
Glosser gets the old-fashioned three-point play. 33-17. It's good to see our scoreboard still keeping up with all those points. Post up Erickson, double team. Erickson bullies his shoulder in and he scored it.
Yeah, just he's showing his strength right now. Talk about the pregame. Key to the game is get yourself inside, and nice, good, strong moves and finishes now. The last few that he's made.
Coach Glosser wanted a little offensive shove off there. Glosser drives, lane opens, 2 more for Damon Glosser. Nope, on the way in. Going to get a foul.
He wanted the continuation, Damon Glaser, the son of the coach.
Hey fans, BNC Bank brings you our scoreboard tonight. Your life's busy. They make managing your money easy with locations in North Dakota and Arizona. Visit BNC Bank online at bnc.bank. And into the game for the midgets. There's Alex Dvorak. Boy, he's quick off the bounce.
Yeah, he is. It's just getting himself to the line. He had Ware guarding him outside the three-point line, went right by him. Ooh. Dante
Oyuji?
Yeah,
I'm going with Oyuji. We'll get official confirmation on that. Is Tyrese.
What number is he? Hey, we have 4. That's not right. Let me look at that.
Anise comes in.
He's 5. Oyugi.
As Alex Dvorak misses the second. Rebound yanked out of there by Ryan Erickson. Gives it off to Burst. Century leads 35-18. Burst. Turnover.
It's 2 of those where he's picked the ball up off the dribble and lost it. There's the make a mistake, you're out. And he's going to talk to him just briefly. Maybe it's what to do, see if he gets him right back in the game.
He's like, hey, we bring the ball up and we reverse it once. William Ware, he wasn't even trying to do anything there. He just got into the body of Drew Beal, and it's a foul on Ware. His second. Anise has it at the timeline. Little tattoo dribble. Comes to Dvorak. Jab left, go right. Rises over Ware, no good. Erickson is cleaning up the boards.
Yeah, he's got about 5, I think, this first half.
Kemple with a head of steam. Erickson on the trail for 3. In and out.
That's the one you're talking about, Todd, right there.
Dvorak rebounds. And here comes Alex. Gives it off to Glaser. Glaser attacking, goes up, blocked.
Oh. Almost just grabbed it with 2 hands.
At the 10, it was blocked away.
Coach Glaser said, "You've got to be kidding me." Yeah, I mean, Erickson was just standing there, Todd. Glaser went right into him. He put 2 hands in the air and grabbed the basketball.
I think he was, there's got to be a verticality rule there, right?
That's what I thought.
He looked pretty well straight up. I understand why you're upset about that. Doppler operating from the free throw line. Not a burst. Kemple and a dribble entry on the left wing. Post up Doppler. Backs in, steps through, little jump hook, in and out, back in.
He's got moves. I mean, inside, outside, off the dribble. Just a full offensive game for a Doppler.
Beal, handoff Anise. Back to Beal on the right wing. Dvorak gets a couple screens. Now they get it to him. Quick first step, running shot, no good. Tip rimmed out of there. And an outlet pass up ahead. Doppler on the high school hideout. Left-hand layup, got it.
He's a finisher. Todd, great outlet, rebound and outlet by Erickson. He looked up, and these guys have played together so much. He knew exactly where number 3 was.
Beal's going to catch and fire straight on 3. Burst, had a hand on it. Cleared out of there, and a second chance for the midgets, Damon Glaser. Between the rings, he sets. Anise, quick trigger, left side 3 ball, no good. Hustling, and the midgets can't save it.
Got
now
numbers.
Century's got a power play here, 5-on-4 if they hurry. Burst, spinning, straight away, extra pass. Doppler thought about a 3, jabs right, goes left, off the iron. Oh, big boy rebound, and a putback for Ryan Erickson.
I like Erickson's playing so well, just dominating inside. 14 points for him and 15 for Doppler.
And another Hub International Insurance timeout on the court. Hub is a leading North American insurance brokerage. Century cruising here in the first half, 41-18 over Dickinson, and we're back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Wondering whether you need wealth management? Wealth management is a multifaceted offering that should provide opportunities for growth and security. At BNC National Bank, we pride ourselves on putting your priorities first and providing practical, objective financial advice. Our team can help you assess your goals and take stock of your assets to determine whether wealth management is right for you. Speak to a member of our team today to learn more.
Hey fans, tonight's game brought to you in part by Prestwich Orthodontics. You can visit them online at minotbraces.com today and get started with a free virtual consultation. Today's game also brought to you in part by the UPS store located on South Broadway in Minot. UPS store is in the Marketplace Foods Plaza, and they're there for all your packing and shipping needs. Drew Beal fakes a handoff, drives, kicks it out. Dante Uigi, baseline off the hands. As Anise tried to get it to Beal. Now running the floor is Edlund. Power move for 2.
How about that for good feet and good hands for Joel Edlund, and the dish from Burst, I think.
Century by 25. Anise baseline drive stolen by Isaiah Schaefer. Tip pass in transition.
Schaefer wanted the trail 30-footer. It's like, I got that steal. I wanted that back. Patriots are looking pretty good right now.
This is a pile of points. I mean, well into the 50s, maybe 60 here at halftime if they keep up this kind of pace. It is torrid right now. Kemple, cross-court pass, Burst. Skips it over there, Burst operates, spins it home.
I liked how he just kind of took his time. Now he got a big steal almost. Nope, but Sebastian went right at Hauk. Sebastian Hauk, the 5'9" junior.
In for the Midgets is Isaac Schulte. And
7 guys in the scoring column for the Patriots.
Century looking all of that high ranking as they were number 2 in the poll behind the Minot Magicians. Sebastian Hauk. Poke checked out of there, kept alive by Schulte, cleared by Erickson. Schaefer has it. Pass fake, deep 3, and it hit the standard.
He hadn't shot in a while. That one, I knew that was going up, TD. Hey, shooters need to get, like that shot. They got to get a shot up. He had one shot that he made.
Well, there's a lot of guys on this team that are going to need the basketball.
Yeah, that's right.
Drew Beal misfires on a 3-pointer. Erickson skips it cross court. Burst gets a high screen from Edlund. Pick and pop off the hands of Edlund. Now Schaefer has it. Now they get a post up.
Get him the ball.
Kemple doesn't go in there. And instead he goes cross court and has it stolen. And here comes Alex Dvorak. I thought he was going to hammer that thing in.
So did I. It looked like that was going to be one of those cup dunks. TD, I think he might have lost it going up. I'm guessing he can probably finish at the rim.
I've seen him have some pretty good dunks. Schaefer on a handback. Century by 25. Schaefer splits the defense. Count it. And he's fouled. And there's been a lot of iron ones here in the first half.
Yeah, Schaefer not content to shoot the 3. That time went right at the defense. Got a chance to make an N1. His brother has the record for free throw percentage for the Demons in a season. I think Taylor actually is coaching for Century or maybe Bismarck High.
Schaefer does get the N1.
6 points for Schaefer.
Alex Dvorak with William Ware on him. Handoff and a weave. Hauk has it. Straight away. Dante misses a shot. Rebound, Joel Edlund. Century back, moving left to right. Patriots up by 28. 48-20 here in the first half. Erickson trying that dribble drive to his left. It was tipped. Kemple, skip, Doppler, catch, fire, short. Edlund rebounds, poked away. Ware has it. Doppler, layup good.
Oh, man, it's inside. The 4 bigs moving the basketball, and a good finish again by Doppler.
Century's been sharing the ball tonight.
I like it. Other than that one play early on, they really have been making the extra pass.
Double team in the baseline. Beal, catch and shoot for 3. No good. Rebound, wrapped out of bounds, but then Kemple couldn't grab it.
Well, coach is saying grab it, but that had been he had 2 guys around him on that defensive rebound.
How about the first half for Anthony Doppler?
As I said, he's got 17, overshadowing Erickson's 14.
Had a quiet 10 in the opener against Moorhead, but he has got it stuck on automatic tonight. Tipped by Ware. No over and back. Erickson on a hedge. Dvorak gets it over to Beal, and our first shuffle the puppies of the night.
Yeah, drug that back foot. Good defense by Edlund. And he has been the surprise of the night for me, Todd. I mean, we didn't get a chance to see him last year. I know he talked about him, but he's got some potential. I think it's to play another level for football too, with his how good his feet are.
Pick and pop. Erickson for 3, too strong. Kemple has a hand on an offensive board. Doppler thought about a 3. Back to Kemple. Post up Edlund. That's how you get position. Double pump, count it, and he's hit. It's an and one barrage.
Another assist by Doppler too is one thing I like about, well, there's a lot of things I like about Doppler, let's be real, but he wants to get the ball in the post. You know, he's looking, and if you're open, he is going to get you the basketball. And that's what he did there to Edlund. Man, Edlund was 7.
I can completely concur with you. I mean, we watched a little bit of Edlund in their opener against Moorhead, and you're like, yeah, well, he's going to have a nice season, but he didn't have a great season. He looks like the first 16 minutes here.
Oh, yeah. Well, I just feel like he's going to be a great addition off the bench to spell Erickson.
And a steal. Trapping defense. Here goes Doppler. This one, he's just going to ease in for a gliding layup.
Nice block by Edlund. Stepped in front of a Dickinson midget. He couldn't get around him.
Glauser looks to attack from the left wing. Bounces it to Schulte. Anise tries to flare the screen. Taken away by Doppler. He's got his feet set. This time he goes up and two-hand jams it home.
The nonchalant jam. I said I got 2. I'm already going to be on PSP highlights.
Anise gives it in the corner. Glauser, good help defense by Edlund, forces a miss. Century with another run out. Doppler leaves it for Ware, goes up, another dunk.
That's 4. The trail dunk, the assist from number 3, Doppler. That's what he wanted behind the back pass from Schaefer earlier on. He wanted that one.
This team fun to watch or what?
Yeah, I hope we do more Century games. just going to throw that out there.
Glauser off the extra pass from Beal. That's short. Good hustle by Hauk. Back to Beal. Jab right, go left. Slips a pass into the corner. Century scrambling. Glauser, tough shot, tough angle, but he's hit. Century has got it locked in, folks. 59 points put up here in the first half.
You know, if you think about that, if they've made, what do they got? 1, 2, no, wrong team. They have 3 free throws. So 56 points. I don't know how many threes, I'll figure that out, but they don't have very many threes. Matter of fact, they have 1 3 tonight by Schaefer. So you're talking 23 or 30 field goals, or 25 field goals they've made tonight. They've got to have 18 assists.
Yeah. Glauser gets 1 of 2. You know, here's what's interesting to me, though. Century won 101-61 in this matchup last year. But then they went out and lost in Dickinson.
Yeah.
How do you beat a team by 40 and then go to their place and lose?
Talked about that in the pregame. It just that there was something missing for that Patriot team last year, you know?
Where, before he gets started, drug that pivot foot a bit, gets called for the walk.
Patriots finished the season 21-6 last year. Number 2 seed, then lost in the opening round to Mandan.
A little screen and roll. Anise gets it down low to Schulte, and just into the game, Jack Kane is going to pick up a foul for Century.
The Patriots, I don't want to say they underachieved at 5th at state, because, hey, anytime you're placing at state and they got there, they beat Legacy and at St. Mary's, and then to get into state, and just felt like there was more coming from them. I don't know. I think we probably all felt that way.
21-6 were the Patriots a season ago.
Yep.
Rebound off the missed free throw there by Isaac Schulte, the 6'3 sophomore. Wrapped out of bounds. Dickinson will retain possession. See if they'll go for the last shot of the half. Down to 15, down to 14. Midgets come near side to Anise. Keaton Crow is on for Dickinson High. Anise, pull up, 3 straight on, buries it. Yeah, that's the way to end the first half in style for the Dickinson Midgets, but boy, it was a lot of the Century Patriots in the first 18. Our Premier Chiropractic halftime report comes up next. On the PSP Network here at halftime from Lynette Olson Gymnasium at Century High School, it's Century 59, Dickinson 24. That's on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Halftime activities are next after this break on the PSP Network.
I'm a grateful person on a lot of levels. I've been given so many great opportunities. But most of all, even as a little kid, I was taught a set of values. Like tools for life, hard work, responsibility, and the key to making it all work, commitment.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
A little halftime entertainment for you there, brought to you by the Century Centanas. There was some entertainment in the first half.
Man.
A lot of it for the Century Patriots boys. I would say impressive would be a good word to describe that. 59-24, Century leads it over Dickinson here at halftime.
There's probably a lot of adjectives you could describe a long line of impressives.
And we're back on our Premier Chiropractic halftime report. Doctors Kirk Mason, Dr. Cody Haugen, and Dr. Becky Perry-Domries can be found at premierchiropracticnd.com. Happy to have the Premier Chiropractic folks bringing you our halftime intermission reports on the PSP Network. You had dunks, you had threes, you had a good brand of defense. I think there's a lot of things I like in that first home contest here for the Century Patriots.
Had a lot of great assists. Throw that in there.
Yeah.
I mean, just that was a complete half all around.
Here's a look at our upcoming schedule on the PSP Network. Tomorrow night, you've got the Scotty K Show. You got the Jordan Wilhelm podcast. Newer episode of that comes out. Ice time with the PSP Network. Thursday night, you got a wrestling doubleheader here at Century. Minot in town, girls and boys wrestling. You got boys hockey up in Minot as the Magicians will host Mandan. And then on Friday, you got boys basketball as these Dickinson Midgets will travel to Minot. How about the week for the Dickinson Midgets? Yes. They get number 2 Century on the road and number 1 Minot on the road.
Welcome to the WDA.
Yeah, exactly. Get those two out of the way, and then let's play some ball.
No doubt.
Nothing's ever given, obviously, but that's a couple tough games right there for the Midgets. And then you got Dickinson High hockey at Minot on Saturday. There's your upcoming schedule on the PSP Network.
TD, we do it all. Hockey, volleyball, basketball, football, wrestling, little baseball going on. I mean, there's just every sport imaginable. That's what's so awesome about this network.
I had one hockey game, and it was an overtime game winner. I mean, how cool is that?
No doubt.
All right, we'll take a timeout. We'll come back with the numbers. They'll tell a story as they always do, and here they'll tell about a Century explosion here in the first half. 59-24, Century at halftime. Back with the numbers after this break on the Premier Chiropractic Halftime Report.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
Back at halftime here on your intermission report, brought to you by Premier Chiropractic. Century on top, 59-24. And let's run through those halftime numbers here as the Patriots lead by, what is that, 25? 35 points at halftime.
Yeah, for the Midgets, it was Tyrese Anise with 3 trays for 9 points, including the one that will end that first half. 7 for Alex Dvorak. On a quiet first half for him, but he's been shut down on defense by William Ware, who's been playing. Tyler Burst have been kind of switching off. Damon Glosser has 4 points. Sebastian Hauck has 2, and Drew Beal also has 2 points for their 24. For the Patriots, it was a 21 of Anthony Doppler, including 3 slam dunks for him. 7 points for Isaiah Schaefer, 14 for Ryan Erickson. He had 10 in that first 9 minutes. Just 4 in the last 9 minutes, but just been dominant inside for him. 7 points also for Joel Edlin on a nice first half. 4 for William Ware, including a big 2-handed dunk and a trail. Tyler Burst has 4, and then Drew Kemple has a deuce for their 59. They were up 33-14 in that first 9 minutes, and then another 26-10 run in the last 9 minutes as they are running away with it at 59-24 at intermission.
And, you know, we've done a lot of Century games, and I don't remember seeing Anthony Doppler have a dunk up until tonight. I guess he's catching up for lost time. Do you?
I was trying to think of the event center last year in state if he had one in the baseline. For some reason, I'm thinking he may have in the state tournament, but I can't be 100% sure.
Well, he's
he can get up though. There's no doubt. He has a spring. When he went, I was wondering as he was so nonchalant in that first one, thinking, okay, where are you going with this one?
It's just going to be the George Gervin finger roll.
And then just boom, up in the air and big time 2-handed dunk.
Thanks to Premier Chiropractic for bringing you our halftime. They're focused on improving the health of the Minot and surrounding areas through the most cutting-edge advances in natural health care today. Second half is next, 59-24, Century on top at the break. And we'll jump it up, or not jump anymore in the second half, but we'll hand the ball to the Midgets and we'll kick off the second half when we come back. Century on top. More after this break on the PSP Network.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability. For all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs, your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at AckermanAsphalt.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Asphalt. Find them at AckermanAsphalt.com.
Hi, fans. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Roger Ward Moving and Storage. Proudly helping the region with their moving and storage needs since 1942. You can find them online at RogerWardMovingandStorage.com. Tonight's game also brought to you in part by Northern Plains Heating and Air. Factory authorized dealer for AeroSeal. No other choice to seal your heating and air game like Northern Plains Heating and Air. And tonight's game brought to you in part by Planet Pizza. I could go for a 30-inch Galactic Pizza right now. That would be out of this world.
Yeah.
Call and order now, 852-1700. Planet Pizza is out of this world.
Hey, how about this addition for the Patriots and the coaching staff? Doug Swenson's an assistant coach, played Creighton and high-level basketball. I think he played in some European stuff and whatever else. I mean, to have him on your sideline coaching the bigs.
Alex Dvorak forces up a three. I couldn't agree more. He's got a couple young kids. They just moved to town, did the Swensons. He was helping out at Bismarck State.
Hall of Famer from Bismarck State, if I'm right, didn't he go?
Yep.
And then went on to Creighton.
Century turns it over on their first possession. Slow start here to the second half. Points were flying in that first half. Be hard to keep up that electric pace as Sebastian Hauk on the court. Tip pass by Ware goes right back to Hauk. Extra pass, Anise for three. Yes!
Well, he's worked on his three-point game over the summer, and Coach Matter not happy with that.
We've seen this record before.
Oh, yeah. Boy.
You can call Hubbard National today. They bring you this timeout for all your personal and business insurance needs. Short timeout on the court. Century on top big here in the second half. More after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit JobbersWarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
Well, this handball worked pretty good for Century in the first half. It was 12-10.
Yep.
And the Patriots called a timeout after Dickinson and I had made a three. And that sent the Patriots off and running.
47-14 run.
That's pretty good.
They played a little token full court pressure against Dawson too last week.
Midgets will pick up full court man-to-man. Century gets a high post rub. Now Erickson wants to go. Jabs right, goes left. Left-hand finish again for Ryan Erickson.
Just bully ball. Just leans that left shoulder into Beal, and Beal can't stop him.
Anise in transition for three, missed it. Erickson rebounds, almost turned it over. He did turn it over. No, luckily he got it back. Gives it to Doppler. Doppler thought about it, missed it. Erickson cleans it up.
Good hustle by Erickson, staying with that one, right? In the bad pass initially, but he got it back.
Hauk gets in the paint deep. Back out to Beal, back to Hauk. Hauk spins, leaves it for Glaser. Good help defense by Century. Anise for another three. Nope, off the iron. Weak side board. Drew Beal wants to go against Erickson. Nice spinning shot with the left hand.
Yeah, fading away in that left side. Knew he couldn't go right at Erickson, so used his body initially, then took one step away and flipped it back with the left hand.
Drew Beal with 16 points, 11 rebounds in the opener against Dawson County, but a little quieter tonight. Now double teamed is Schaefer. Open is Doppler. He sets, he fires, no good. Hauk rebounds, gets it up ahead to Dvorak. William Ware's had the task of guarding him, done a pretty good job tonight. There goes Hauk, the lane opens, and a quick first step for Sebastian Hauk.
Right by Erickson. Erickson kind of frustrated on that one, but man, that was just, talk about a quick move by Sebastian Hauk.
63-31. Schaefer on the other end, yep. Drew the contact, strength, added a little upper body by the looks I can tell from last season.
He's been in the weight room.
Yep, and that added strength allowed Schaefer to finish that one for the N1. Fouls whistled on Drew Beal, his third.
Oh, I was trying to listen to when Dante, we're going to call him Dante O.
And the old-fashioned three-point play for Isaiah Schaefer.
It's his second one of those on the night. He's in double figures with 10.
Hauk goes in the corner to Dante. Bounces it up top to Glaser, who skips it near side. Hauk gets in deep against Erickson. Erickson just kind of inviting him in there. And a quick shot put up there by Damon Glaser and a last-second block attempt by Erickson. He got him on the arm.
You can see one thing that this is maybe a weakness. I think you mentioned the first half of this is Dickinson spreading the Patriots out, taking them on one-on-one, and those are some of the mismatches. Like, okay, you got a mismatch against me, Erickson inside, but I'm going to take you outside and take you one-on-one, and he's, when you get him out at 6'10", I mean, it's tough to guard a kid that's 6 foot.
Yeah, it's like,
unless you're William Ware, I guess.
Yeah. Unless you, that's what they do to Shaq all the time, right?
Yep.
Make him play screen and roll defense.
Exactly.
3-point trailing the shot, no good for Ryan Erickson.
Jack Kane in the ball game, the 6'1" senior for the Patriots.
Tried to keep that defensive rebound alive. Drew Beal fires up a three. Good box out there by Tyler Burst. Sideline fast break, but he throws it into the Century bench.
I was wondering why Doppler didn't reach out and grab that one. Didn't it look like he could have grabbed that?
I don't know.
Hard to say. I don't know if Coach Matters is talking to the officials saying you were in the way.
Passing lane defense, poke checked out of bounds by Anthony Doppler. I've been watching William Ware tonight. 6'7". He's got quick feet.
Oh man, Minot State's getting a good one there. I mean, he just plays his role,
Yeah, I read some descriptions about him where he's called him a Swiss Army knife. I think that's pretty accurate.
Oh, it totally is.
Erickson with a hedge, pokes it away. Ware hustling. So is Dante, and Century has it. Erickson gets it down to Ware, reversing and scoring.
Good hustle by both Erickson and Ware, and then a good assist to Ware with the reverse layup.
Now Burst with a passing lane takeaway. Tyler Burst's going to go up, hang, and score.
Back-to-back steals and putbacks for Dickinson is going to force Glasser for a timeout.
Another Hubbard National Insurance timeout on the court. You can call Hubbard National today for all your personal and business insurance needs. Century 70, Dickinson 32 on your BNC Bank scoreboard, and we're back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
One final in on a BNC Bank scoreboard update. Girls final in from across the Big Muddy. Bismarck on the road gets a win in girls WDA basketball. 62-46, Demons over the Mandan Braves. Here, Century looking for the sweep.
How about our owner and producer, Nick Holberg, putting the little highlights, the back-to-back dunks on Twitter.
That was awesome.
Good job, Nick.
Pull-up shot, Dvorak, book it.
That's pretty. Just kind of leans into you. Gets you on your back foot and fade away. 9 points for Alex Dvorak.
Burst slams on the break. Kick out to Kane. Straight away, Erickson. Might have got away with a carry. Hooks a pass down low. Double pump. Put it home. William Ware.
Yeah, and sorry, another assist for Erickson. And a backdoor cut for William Ware.
Dvorak getting loose.
See if he cranks it up his second. Lost his shoe, lost a wheel.
Needs a little.
You get to call a timeout on that one when he loses a shoe?
Needs a quick retread.
That's
the official like tapped his head. Like,
that's interesting.
My time.
You don't get that, do you?
I don't ever really remember that, I guess, but I never had shoes that came off.
No. Exactly.
Those babies were put on there with duct tape.
We had one pair, TD. I mean, that's it for the season. These guys are changing shoes like underwear.
Those old-style Air Jordans, they were never coming off.
No.
Kemple looks backdoor to Kane. Now he picks up the bounce. Good contest as Kane steps in. Leaves it for Doppler. Shot fake. Jab right, go left. Shot at 16, and now you're going to get a rebound throwdown.
We're still wondering.
I believe it's going on Joel Edlin, yep.
Is he? Is it? Oh, I was going to say, which official's calling it? This is the guy who blew his whistle on this side, but I guess the one on the opposite side also called it. And, yeah, it was the pull down from Edlin. Hey, he's just working on a little offensive line action here.
Century has doubled up Dickinson tonight, 72-36. Dante O reverses it. Dvorak, if he'd have finished that one, that would have been Herculean, but instead, Alex Dvorak getting some things done with the penetration.
Yeah, I just got a feeling that the first half, well, Ware's out too. Let's be real. That's part of it too, is he sees Ware on the bench going, okay, it's my time to shine. Let's go.
Yeah. Nothing against the 4 or 5 guys out there right now that are going to guard. Most everybody's going to have a chance of guarding them. They're probably not going to put Joel Edlin on Dvorak, but
no.
But Dvorak's looking at Schaefer, Kemple, Kane, and Doppler and saying, all right, I'm going to make up for a little lost time. I've been 6'7", staring me in the face the whole night.
Yeah, he's got 5 points this second half, 12 in the game now. But a steal?
Almost a steal. Dickinson High couldn't get it to Keaton Crow, however, and Century has possession right back. 12.5 to play in the contest, 72-37. Patriots taking care of their home floor as Kane leaves it in the corner for Doppler. Post up Edlin. Drop stepping. Oh, nice footwork. Oh, short on the shot. Rebound cleared by Beal. Dvorak off the hands of Glaser. And Dan Glaser just says, it's not our night.
I think he got that one, that kind of little right-handed spin on that one, and it hit the ground and just snapped up in the air.
You know what I just realized? I got my stadium chairs in the car. I was in such a hurry to get in here tonight that
I'm using the corner here of this wall.
I could have used it right now.
Yeah, the back is.
Yep.
See Mandan. I got Mandan and Bismarck all tied at 21 with 8 minutes left in the first half.
We will be done well before that game.
Yep.
Edlin in the high post. Quick reversal from Kemple.
Things have kind of slowed down tremendously.
Kane brings it up between the rings. Now Schaefer wants to pull up. Blocked. Dante O got it. Now he gets it in transition. Goes up. Reverse. Scores.
I think he said Ouija, didn't he?
Dante Ouija.
Yep.
See, we had it right all the way.
We did. Phonics experts up here in the booth, TD.
Lob over the top, nice dish. Anthony Doppler got it down to Edlin for 2 more.
I said, if there's a post open, Doppler is going to get it to him. He is your best friend if you're a post.
Century, it's a reach-in foul. Maybe got away with a travel maybe, but I think they said Schaefer had a hand on it. As Keaton Crow got it off in the corner to Alex Dvorak.
Did they call that on Schaefer?
No, they got Kemple, I guess.
Oh, I didn't even think he was around it, but Kemple with his first foul, or second foul, excuse me.
Crow has to get it into Glaser. Head and shoulder fake, attacking, leaning in, counting it, and getting fouled was Damon Glaser.
Just stuck his head down, went right at Anthony Doppler. Doppler couldn't get the arms up because he had lost it. The contact was all right at the chest. Good job of finishing by Glaser. I think I've said good job about 110 times tonight. I got to mix in a new description.
That would be a good job.
Yeah, there you go.
The and one is completed by Damon Glauser.
He's got 8. 4 in the first half, 4 in this first 7 minutes of the second half.
74-42, Patriots on top, and Kemple turned it over. Nope. They say it was tipped by Alex Dvorak.
And Dvorak's looking at him like, boy, I bailed you out on that one.
Yeah, we mentioned the next action in the girls' game, but next action for the Dickinson Midgets, they'll be in action Friday night as it goes off. The kicks of Jack Kane out of bounds, turnover Century. Next action for the Midgets Friday night at Minot. Next action for Century will be next Tuesday at home against Turtle Mountain. Drew Beal operating in the free throw line area. Glauser to the top. Dvorak and passing lane defense. Doppler got another one. Now he wants to go up and score 2 more.
Just jumped in the air, let Damon Glauser glide by. Underhand finish.
Is that his first 2 here in the second half?
23 for Doppler.
Anise has it, poked away in the corner, but Kemple. Is that off of?
I don't know. I think they're going to say it's off of Dickinson. Jack Kane, a little pesty.
Yeah.
That's why he's in there. That's why he's still in the team as a senior.
And well, and that he can shoot.
Can he? Okay.
If you get some nights when somebody's playing a zone against you or double teaming the bigs, I guarantee you one of the first guys off the bench for Century is going to be Jack Kane.
All right, you know.
He can knock down shots.
Same year as your boys, right?
Yep. Doppler gets a double backside screen. Still on the bounce. Comes to Burst. With a burst, goes on the baseline and scores.
He's got second reverse layup. He loves that baseline. They're giving him the baseline this entire game and took advantage of it there.
Here's Doppler with another steal. He goes up and the easy finger roll.
You know, you might want to ball fake on that initial entry pass, coming up to start the offense. That's not working so good.
Doppler
reminds me of back in grade school, you know what I mean? You dribble it down, studs and ponies. I'm going to enter in the wing. Got a ball fake.
He is in attack mode right now.
He's got to have 5 steals.
And another Hub International Insurance timeout on the court. Call Josh Cattell or Michael Borman at 355-3100 for your personal and business insurance needs. Century cruising 80-42 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
What you're witnessing actually happens. This is a sad story about bad math.
Bad math?
Does your online company include mounting?
You can't beat the online pricing.
When you add the mounting, the shipping, and all the extras, it's just simple math. We guarantee the lowest prices. Our Plus plan is simply better, a less expensive way to buy tires. Thinking tires? Think Tires Plus.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state.
Now back in action after that Hub International Insurance timeout. Todd Darmreese, Chuck Claremont at Lynette Olson Gymnasium at Century High School tonight. Good to have Trevor Haas running the camera for us.
Got to get William Ware, I think, with the hold as they ran a play out of that timeout. Coach Gloucester did and was bringing Dvorak on the baseline.
7 fouls on the Patriots, so that will put the Midgets into the bonus.
That's a long time. Oh.
Dvorak misses the free throw. Had to make one to get one. Erickson with another rebound, and Century's burst gets it high post to Erickson.
Halftime score. Minot High leads the Coyotes 61-47. So they said Century 59, take that and we'll add 2 at halftime. You thought you were impressive?
Tyrese Anise in the lane, missed a shot. Burst somehow gets it over to a wide open Schaefer for three. Bingo!
Can't let him score up like that, even from 26 feet. Second three of the night.
Crow wants to go in, shot faking, denied. That's what happens when 6'1" tries to shoot over 6'9".
Doesn't work. Yeah.
High-low, and you're going to get Erickson. Good recognition. Had a mouse in the house as William Ware.
Mouse in the house. I'm impressed with Erickson's made some really good passes tonight, where he gets the ball, put it up overhead, and unselfishly getting the ball inside to Ware a number of times.
Doppler will trigger it in. Burst now in the right corner. Erickson off a high screen for three, short.
Whoops.
Doppler rebounds. Second chance for the Patriots.
That was the wrong cough button, TD. I pushed a button. It was just not the right one.
Erickson inside out. Jeez. Doppler for three. Nope. Rebound. Ware went up and tried to get it. Instead, it was tipped out of bounds.
Sorry, fans. That was unprofessional. I hit the record/play button, not the mute button. Jesus. Old man eyes.
Glaser in transition. Doesn't take the shot. Instead, comes up top to Beal. Now the lane opens. Beal, extra pass. Anise. He'll fire for three. Bang!
Man, that's 5 for Anise. He's a good set shooter. You cannot leave him open. He's shown it tonight.
Burst against some good on-ball defense there by Alex Dvorak. Dvorak tips it. Crow not in the passing lane. Now they lob it into Erickson. Couple cutters move. Erickson spins around to his left. Might have got away with the hook and scored it.
Good move, though. Just recognized the defense, kind of looked to his right and went down low. You said used a little bit about that left elbow on a cup, but officials weren't calling it.
Dvorak got it to Crow, who lost the handle. Ware in transition, he goes up, scored it.
Almost coast to coast, or give him about 65 feet of coverage for Ware in the steal and finish.
Ware's the 4th Patriot in double figures.
Did he get to double figures now? Okay, I was going to say I must.
Crow turns it over. Threw it right to Isaiah Schaefer. Century in transition. Doppler has it. Comes cross court to Ware. Back to Burst. Quick reverse to Schaefer. Short corner to Erickson. Erickson bangs his way into the defense. Missed the shot and rebound. Tipped by a couple Dickinson midgets. And now we get a little bit of a line change.
That might be done. Up 38 with 6:38 to go. You got a fun Burst, and Erickson and Ware might be done for the night.
Edlund, one power dribble, put home 2 more.
A nice play, good pass by Doppler. Give him another assist on that one. And I like the hesitation, power dribble, go up strong for Edlund. Now he's in double figures with 11.
5 Patriots in double figures. Kick out Beal for 3. Nope, too strong. Dante O has a rebound. Drew Beal goes to the Dirk Nowitzki step back, missed it. Kemple rebounds. Ooh, almost a kamikaze steal there by Alex Dvorak. 89-42 on your BNC, 45, I beg your pardon, on your BNC Bank scoreboard, and you get Hubert and Nyambona.
Hubert was a soccer player, TD, in the fall for the 0-17 midget soccer team.
Did you watch any of the World Cup?
I did. Oh, yeah, I watched.
Yeah.
Got up early on Saturday and watched the 3-1 loss.
Doppler spinning, pirouetting, fading, and missing. Yeah, I watched a couple of the U.S.'s wins. In transition, Dvorak cranks up a straight-on 3, no good. Rebound is tapped to Anise. Goes screen and roll with Nyambona. Anise from the right wing puts up a shot, good box out. As Edlund got his derriere into the offensive Guy crashing the glass.
Yeah, and Schaefer, good on-ball defense against Anise, too.
Kemple wants to go. Pull-up shot, right wing, no good. A rebound to Glauser. Dickinson wants to run. Anise, pull-up in transition.
Oh,
bang!
Wow, 6 threes for Anise. No other points, but when you take 6 times 3, 18, that's a good number.
Doubled his output from the opening game win for the Midgets against Dawson County, and a late Hub International Insurance timeout on the court here. 89-48, Century in cruise control here from Lynette Olson Gymnasium. 4:57 to play. Back after this break on the PSP Network.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Stay tuned after the game. We'll have our planning team financial advisors and Shots Crossroads post-game show. Planning team financial advisors helping clients work towards financial freedom, and Shots Crossroads, your post-game headquarters. You can order online at shotscrossroads.com. Set these new lineups. Got a couple new guys out there as Drew Kemple has it on the wing. Straight away, Edlin for 3. Nope, short. Rebound, Glauser.
Yeah, Gavin Lill, 6'1" junior, and then Oliver Jensen is 6'1" junior.
Nyambona got behind Oliver Jensen and
gets his first bucket of the game. A little head fake.
Hubert puts in his first 2.
Lill, you watch the Century football team. He had a good year this year.
Yeah, really good. Jack Kane, little dribble drive, short on the little jump hook. Dvorak wanting to go. Cut off nicely by that transition defense of Century. Nyambona, hand back to Dvorak. Dvorak twisting, turning over the head. Three-pointer, Dante in the corner. No. Hauk has it. Dvorak, step back right side 3. No. Kemple rebounds.
Glosser wanted the extra ball reversal.
Kemple shovels it down low. Edlund, inside out. Gavin Lill. Still has it, still going, still scoring.
Good job keeping his dribble alive. Got a couple picks off the glass. Oh,
Glauser, count it. Drew contact.
On his back, that's gonna leave a mark.
Threw one up to the heavens, dropped it home, and he hit the deck hard.
That was if Dickinson would be leading, that would be potential move of the game. But they're not. And we got a couple other good ones. Everybody just kind of quieted on that one. Like, man, when you hit your back that hard.
Yeah, but I was surprised to see him get up that fast.
Man, yeah, tough kid.
Glauser can't get the three-point opportunity. Flat-footed rebound to Joel Edlin. Century right in front of their bench. Sets the offense with a screen and roll. They get it down to the roller, which is Edlin. Edlin, offensive foul. Everybody in Dickinson saying it's about time. They've been doing that all night.
Well, you know, give credit to Nyambona. Nobody flopped. That's one thing, you know, Beal's a big, strong key. He's like, I'm not going down. Well, you probably should have. You know, if you'd have leaned back and took one like that, you probably would have got a couple calls.
Bittner triggers it in, gets it into Hauk. Outside of Edlin out there, looks like a 6-foot and under tournament.
Yeah.
Dante loses the handle. Oyuji gives it to Sebastian Hauk. Hauk crosses over. Good help defense by Lill. Oyuji for 3. Yes!
Good rotation by Dickinson. Just good action there on that offensive possession. Freed up Oyuji on that left wing.
Century, I guess the question now is, are they getting to the century mark? Free tacos for everyone in attendance.
Leftover popcorn, at least, maybe in the stands. He might do that.
Kemple.
That looked like he took about 6 steps on that one.
Might have got away with the shuffle the puppies, and now it's going to be loose. Tied up basketball will be Century's possession.
Got a lot of blondes out there for the Patriots. Lil's pretty stuck together, too. He's spent some time in the weight room. Got a feeling he's going to have a good year next year, and he had a good year this year, the football side, and he'll be a little more of a featured back next year.
Isaac Schulte on for the Dickinson Midgets, and Brogan Lambrecht is in for Century.
Tell me about Brogan Lambrecht.
Lambrecht senior?
Yeah, he's a senior. I don't know him.
Ooh. Straight away, Jack Kane. Line drive from downtown.
Nostradamus on the call on that one. Can't leave him open.
He'll shoot a good percentage from 3, I'm telling you that.
Grant Kane is his little brother. Also in the team.
Bittner with the attack, misses the shot. But he's fouled on the way in, and with 1:54 to play in the contest, the Midgets will be at the line.
Somebody has talked these Patriots into some nice ball player cuts. Drew Nodland's going to come in. TD, he's got the... They're looking sharp.
Maybe it's just because I was at the barber shop today that looks good. Nodland checks in. First free throw no good for Bittner. Second one in and out. Tipped by Lambrecht.
So did Nodland make anyone? Did he miss both of them?
Hey, back to Brogan Lambrecht for a second. Great kid. I mean, you won't find a guy out there that's going to work any harder, and just a good team guy, and good to see his hard work over the years in basketball paying off with a chance to get some varsity time here.
Oh, wow.
Hustle by Century's Nodland, kept alive. Bittner gets it up ahead. Schulte, late pass, try to get it down low. Tipped late, and it's going to be off of Jack Kane as Thomas Freer was almost free there for Dickinson.
Well, you like the hustle, though, for the Patriots. Got the ball turned over, and Lil was just on a wind sprint to get back, got in front of the potential layup. Fans want 100, TD.
I don't think they're going to make it.
I don't think so either. Okay,
well, 5 second will help.
Okay, let's see if we can't
peel yourself out of here.
Yeah, let's work on that.
Jensen gets it in to the near side as Josh Berger has it. Jensen lost the handle, taken away by the Midgets. Top of the key, Schulte wants to go. Nyambona to the left elbow. Dante, kick out, 3-ball, Bittner off the 10. Rebound wrapped out of bounds, and it'll belong to Century, as Century is going to send in the freshman, Garrett Nisley.
If that name sounds familiar, it should. Garrett, the younger brother of Logan Nisley.
Lambrecht gets it into Garrett Nisley, who will bring the ball up.
You going to get a shot up, TD?
Enters it to Josh Berger. Berger poked out of his hands right in front of those remaining students. Still in attendance, cheering on their classmates.
I'm trying to see if I can find Logan, big sister, if she's in the crowd.
Nodland almost went over the timeline. Gets it over to Nisley. Nisley almost had his pocket picked, but it goes out of bounds off of Dickinson High's Owen Bittner.
I'll move slow, TD.
Yep, careful over there, buddy. Cale Schomer threw it off the bottom of the backboard. Century with another turnover. Half a minute to play. Only thing remaining is the final here from Century tonight as UG. Century might got away with a hand check there. Top of the key, Schulte looks for a curling Bittner, and you're going to get a foul. Trailing to play there and fouling was Century's Garrett Nisley. And that will send Owen Bittner to the free throw line for a double bonus. Stay tuned as part of our post-game show. We'll bring you our Move of the Game, brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. Is Owen Bittner. Gets his first point of the contest, make it the first 2 of the contest. 22 seconds to play. Jobbers Move the Game. They can help you move across town or across the country. Locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. JobbersWarehouse.com is where you can find them online. Century, another turnover and another foul. This is not going to make the home team happy tonight to finish this one, as you've turned it over about 4 times in a row here and fouled about 4 possessions in a row, so that sometimes happens. Is now at the line. Thomas Freer, wide left. Also give you our MVP of the game tonight. Sport Clips will keep you looking your best, and they'll bring you the MVP. You can check in online with the hairstylist today at sportclips.com. Freer gets 1 of 2. And Century looks like they're just going to dribble this out. And there's your final horn. Patriots improved to 2-0 in the season. The convincing 94-58 victory over the Dickinson Midgets tonight. Patriots led by Anthony Doppler. Doppler finishes the night with 26 points in the contest. I'll check that. 22 points in the contest for Anthony Doppler to lead the team. Ryan Erickson finishes the night with 18 in the contest, and the Patriots win this one going away. Dickinson High will fall to 1-1 on the season. Next action for the Patriots next Tuesday here at home against Turtle Mountain. Next action for the Midgets Friday night at Minot High. And now it's time for our Shots Crossroads Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show. And down in the court, Chuck Scott, head coach of the Patriots, Darren Matter.
That was a fun first half, Coach. That was going to be one of the. If you would play every half like that, you may not lose a game.
Well, that's a utopia, Chuck. We don't live in a utopia. So, I thought, it was pretty comparable to the way we played the first half against Moorhead. And then, a little lull in the second half. It's still early stage of the season, obviously, and we're still trying to clean things up. And as I mentioned here earlier when I was talking to you over text, it's going to be nice to have a week of practice just to work on some breakdown things. And, when you have to play 9 days in, you don't get to work on a lot of fundamentals. So it'll be a good week for us to work on some things on both ends of the floor to try to improve.
One thing I saw early on, though, is unselfishness. Man, you had probably 26 field goals in the first half, and I bet you had 18 assists on those baskets, so very unselfish play.
Yeah, I've been very happy with that. All preseason, our kids have been willing to share the ball, and I think to be a good basketball team, if we can realistically have 5 guys in double figures, it makes you a little more difficult to guard. So that's going to be the emphasis, and I think they're willing to sacrifice individual goals for team goals, and I think we're off to a good start in that area.
Some different lineups I saw for you too. I mean, Edlund, he was a surprise to me. I didn't know what to expect from him, and man, he adds a lot to your basketball team. You played some 3 bigs even with Anthony. You had a 6'4", 6'7", 6'7", 6'10". That's a big lineup.
Well, I think Joel brings a lot to the table, and physically he's really skilled around the basket, and he can step out and shoot from the perimeter as well, and he has a high IQ. I really like his feel for the game, and he brings a lot to the table, and I really like how he moves his feet on the perimeter. He can guard a 3 or 4, so that allows us to play him and Ryan together, and that's going to give us a little flexibility going forward.
Well, flexibility is when you have a William Ward that can guard Anthony Dvorak, a guy that's dropped 32, All-Stater last year. The defensive ability for him, I mean, what can you say?
Well, I think that's going to be, one of his major roles this year, to try to defend the other team's best scorer. And, I thought we were a little lax early, but I think we got better as the game went. And I thought Will did a nice job using his length. And, that can be huge for us going forward. He's got to be able to do that for us to take the next step as a team. And, we expect a lot out of him. He's been playing for 3-4 years now. And, that's good. That's something he's got to take upon his shoulders to make us a better basketball team.
Good victory, Coach. Congratulations.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Anthony, step in here. How fun was that? I mean, just watching you guys play in that first half, unselfish, pushing the basketball. 3 dunks. I mean, have you ever had 3 dunks and a half?
I've had 3 dunks in a game, not in a half, though. Over the summer, too, so, it's faster pace. But, yeah, when we get out and run, we're pretty much unstoppable. We're so long, and that's what we love doing is getting out and run. You got to slow down sometimes, but at our core, we really love running the ball up.
And the one thing for you that I really enjoy watching is it seems to, for you, you like getting the ball in the post. Somebody gets open, whether it's Edlin, whether it's Erickson, whether it's Ware, you are constantly looking to get the ball in the post, and that's kind of old school.
Yeah, I've always been a pass-first guy, actually, I can score it here and there, but I look for the pass, I want to get everyone else going because if I'm the only one going, then the team is not thriving.
For you defensively, you held their top scorer, one of the top scorers in the state. The number one returning scorer in the state, I think he had 14 points tonight, but they were hard-earned, fought points. And what did you guys look at today, stepping into this to play against a guy like that?
Well, we just, when he has the ball, everyone's eyes on him. And we had our scouts on Glazer. He's a pretty good shooter. Tyrese, Anise, he's a really good shooter. So when Alex had the ball, we all had our eyes on them, and we were in 11D. I don't know if you know what that is, but 40 off ball, 11 toes on the three-point line, extra help D. And we just made it, he has to score on 5 guys, not 1 guy.
Yeah, and for you, last thing for you guys too is, this is a team that 5th place last year wasn't good enough for you guys, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And you've got a lot bigger aspirations than that. Nothing wrong with 5th place.
Yeah.
But for you, you got a lot. Tell me about what you're thinking about this year and what your expectations are for your team.
Well, honestly, you just take it one possession at a time. You can't think ahead. You can't look in the past. You just got to fight every day, and that's all I'm going to do.
Good job fighting today. Great job.
Thank you.
All right, congratulations. Here, hold on. Come back. Let me take a check. Yeah. Good job. Thank you. He's so polite. That's my bad. And just impressive young man right there, TD, between Logan, Nisley, and now talking to Anthony Doppler. They could be having our jobs, TD, in the near future.
Yeah, well done down the sidelines. You got a word there from head coach Darren Mattern and one Anthony Doppler, who, he had the recipe tonight for a victory for the Century Patriots. 94-58 is your final score, and we'll come back with more of our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads postgame show, as it's a sweep for the Century Patriots tonight. More after this timeout on the PSP Network.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by...
Here we go, Ware. They get it into Doppler up the near side. 3, 2 seconds, 1 second. Doppler rises, right wing, 3, bingo! Ho-ho! Anthony Doppler wins it at the buzzer! Ho-ho-ho! Are you kidding me?
top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state.
Back at Century as we put a wrap on this one as Century gets the sweep tonight. 94-58 is your final in the boys game. Century wins the girls game as I
84-37.
Thank you. 84-37. It was right in front of me, but I just couldn't find it. And we're back on our Shots Crossroads Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show. Shots Crossroads is filled up on their delicious menu that includes the old famous 99. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. Team buses are always welcome. And Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show. Looking for a full-service financial planner, planning for farm or business succession. Planning Team Financial Advisors here to help you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit them online at planningteam.com. All right, Charlie, a couple things to do here. First, let's run through those final game numbers, and I'll keep efforting some BNC scoreboard updates here.
All right, for the midgets, it was the 18 of Tyrese Anise as he has 6 threes tonight. 3 in the first, 3 in the second, so a big game for him. Also in double figures was Alex Dvorak, but just 14 tonight as we talked about 14 of 18 from the free throw line in the first game. Well, he was 2 of 5 this game, so just amazing defense for the Patriots, holding him down to 14 points. Also in double figures was Damon Glosser as he had 10. 4 for Drew Beal, 4 for Sebastian Hauk, 2 for Hubert Nyambona, 2 for Owen Bittner, 1 for Thomas Freer, and 5 for Dante Owigi for their total of 58. For the Century Patriots, they had 5 different players in double figures. 25 for Anthony Doppler. He had 21 at the end of the first half and 25 through about 9 minutes and didn't play after that. 20 points for Ryan Erickson, just a solid game for him. It shows how dominant this guy can be when he gets the ball inside and just patient, and had a number of assists that second half too. So showed rebounding, dominant offensively, and unselfish in terms of passing the basketball. So 20 points, and I'm sure double figures rebounds for the big man, Ryan Erickson. 11 points for Joel Edlin. Impressive debut in front of me for Joel Edlin. 10 for William Ware, and just even better defense. I mean, the 10 points doesn't say anything on what that kid played today. 13 for Isaiah Schaefer as he made 2 threes. Only 3 threes in the whole night made for the Patriots. 6 for Tyler Burst, and then a 3 for Jack Kane for their total of 94. They were up big early, 33-14 at 9-minute mark, 59-24 at the half. They extend that lead to 83-42 through 9 minutes, and then it was kind of like coast mode after that. And Coach Matter understood that. That's a difficult game to play when you're up 40 points, and ultimately they scored just 11 points in the last 9 minutes of the basketball game. But they had different guys in there playing. So impressive effort for the Patriots, 94-58. They are victorious and moved to 2-0.
Yeah, and 5 guys in double figures is the thing that you mentioned, and the thing that kind of jumps off the page for me for the Patriots tonight. All right, couple things to wrap up for us here. First, it's our Player of the Game, brought to you by Sport Clips, as Sport Clips will help you keep and looking your best. As our Sport Clips MVP of the contest tonight, as you can check in online and get a hairstylist today at sportclips.com, is none other than...
Well, easy one, right? Anthony Doppler. How do you not go with him? 21 at the half, and time and time again, assists, rebounds, steals, and he just did it all tonight. And then not to mention an unbelievable interview with Anthony Doppler, and that I failed to shake his hand. He had to walk away from me. That's my bad. He's such a polite kid, Anthony Doppler. 25 points for us. He is the Sport Clips MVP. Doesn't need a wig snap because he got one before the game, TD.
Yeah, indeed, Anthony Doppler. Congratulations to him. He's your MVP of the contest. And I did effort a couple more updates here as Minot does lead Williston late. 88-78 was a report there. And I just got one more update that just came in. 97-83 is the latest update. Not quite final yet up in Williston tonight.
The Demons, it was close for a while against Mandan. And boy, Mandan turn the Jets on as they're up now 67-46 with about 12 minutes left in that game. So Mandan showing some early season form for the Braves. A big victory earlier against West Fargo Cheyenne, and now they're easily handling the Demons. Although there's lots of time left. Demons are known to.
The other boys game, no report from St. Mary's at Jamestown tonight, so that's the BNC scoreboard update. All right, Chuck, last thing for us here is our move of the game, brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage, where they can help you move across town or across the country. They always focus on the details of the process without ever losing sight of the big picture. Locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. Well, it's not very often you can have back-to-back anything, but when you have back-to-back throwdowns, that's got to be a pretty good candidate for the move of the game.
Hey, the trifecta, the interview, the Sport Clips MVP of the game, the Jobbers Moving and Storage move of the game. Anthony Doppler, AD takes them all, as that back-to-back jams in that first half to end it in style. 25 points for him, and impressive game for him tonight.
It's the trifecta, as you said, AD3.
AD3, there you go.
Congratulations, Anthony Doppler. That's your move of the game, the back-to-back dunks in the first half for the 6'4 senior for the Century Patriots. All right, fans, here's our upcoming schedule. A quick glance at that. As Thursday night, you got boys hockey. Mandan is at Minot. You got doubleheader wrestling right here from Century High School as the girls from Minot and the boys from Minot will be in town. Friday night, you got boys basketball, Dickinson High at Minot. And Saturday, you got boys hockey as the midgets are in the Mesa Arena to take on the Magi on Saturday night. All right, that'll put a wrap on our broadcast tonight. Big thanks to all of our in-game sponsors, including BNC Bank for bringing you our scoreboard. Our pregame, as always, brought to you by Shields. Timeout sponsor is Hub International Insurance. Your halftimes are brought to you by Premier Chiropractic. Postgame brought to you by Planning Team Financial Advisors and Shots Crossroads. And your player of the game is sponsored by Sport Clips. And last but not least, the move of the game brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. Great job tonight by our camera operator, Trevor Haas. For my partner, Chuck Claremont, I'm Todd Domery. Repeating your final scores. It's a Century sweep tonight from Century High School. The girls win it 84-37 in the West Region Girls Contest. And in the nightcap, the Century boys win this one 94-58. Century sweeps. Patriots move to 2-0 in the boys and 1-2 in the girls' ranks. Thanks for joining us, fans. Until next time, so long from Lynette Olson Gymnasium at Century High School in Bismarck.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a Sport Clip stylist.
Here.
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
Oh, easy, easy. I think I'm good. You got my good side, right? Not too many lights. I don't want to get fried before my time. Oh, it's egg-tastic. You never know what dish you're going to end up in. My dream dish is a 99. It's so popular. Me and a fellow egg tag teaming with some crispy golden hash browns. Have you seen those hash browns? Those guys are shredded. Throw in some diced ham, onions, and melted cheese. Oh, it's a party for your taste buds. Oh, here comes Chevy. Hold on, Chevy. Did you guys get everything that you needed? 99. Here I come. Shots Crossroads. It's an excellent place to eat.